Let's go.
Small town fighting crime. Kelly rolls up day and night. Working wrong and jaywalking bold. It's the gateway story told. Speeding through the red lights flash. ATM theft quick as cash. Kelly's got a badge held high. LSPD to watch the sky. Gateway crime bring you blue. Small town hustle making news. Kelly's fighting for the peace. She won't stop till those crimes cease. It's a boy in the middle lane. Illegal parkers go insane.
What's up, stranger? You ready?
I just had a wild ride. So yeah, I just took it on a motorcycle club.
You did what?
By accident. They were on their ride and I hit a guardrail, spun out, and hit like 3 of them.
Oh my god, are they gonna make it?
Yeah, they're all fine. They were actually cool about it.
Perfect.
Hope I don't get sued, but we'll see.
Illegal parkers go insane.
Kelly's there to ride it down, protecting this quiet town. Jaywalkers on their stroll, crossing streets out of control. Kelly's got an eagle eye, patrolling the streets like the sky. Gateway crimes bring you the real small town.
Oh well, shit. Fuck that guy.
Kelly's fighting for the peace, she won't stop.
Say again?
That car there, I was like, I'm gonna pull that fucker over. No, I'm not. I ain't got time.
We don't have time. Nope, that is correct.
Kelly's fighting for the peace, she won't stop till those crimes cease.
You feel prepared? You ready?
Sure.
I'm ready as fuck. You know, I have had a bar card for like a year and a half now, and this is the first time I'm ever gonna use it.
Probably.
Attaching to attack 8.
Whose bicycle is that?
Question. I have no idea.
Did you 6, 1041, 107 for court.
I need the same traffic.
So ready.
Ooh.
I think the lawyer.
The green one? Yeah, that's the lawyer. Hello. Oh, that's not good.
Go to Vespucci Beach.
Yeah, that sounds like ranger jurisdiction to me. Good luck.
Rangers, the PD on shirt.
I'm gonna join court tack. I'm gonna turn off my Regia.
I'm already on Cortac. Howdy.
Howdy.
Living the dream.
Oh, hell yeah. You guys not dressing up in suits?
No, I don't need to dress up in a suit.
I thought you guys were.
We are first and second chair, but you know,
I don't need to
it's a
look
bigger
like
statement.
a lawyer to win like a lawyer.
I got my bar certificate. So passed the bar.
Are you ready for this, Dawson? Are you excited for this? You ready to win this?
I don't think you guys are gonna win. I can't.
I think we do.
You don't think we're gonna win?
No, I don't think you guys got.
Why?
I don't. I personally would have pushed second, but it's a beat.
It'll be an easy win.
You guys think you got first? All the power to you. Honestly, I'm down with whatever. I'm just here to say my piece and get the fuck out of there and go to bed.
Listen, I am going into this with the utmost of confidence.
Hell yeah. Hello, Your Honor.
Hey, hey, hey. How
Are
you
you
doing?
okay?
Hi, yeah, I'm great.
Oh, is everything okay?
Oh,
I just heard about it.
What's going on? Are you
What I
like
just
sick
told
or
you
something?
about.
Oh,
No,
oh,
I didn't go to the I didn't go to the hospital after. Probably should have.
Dad.
I mean, they weren't mad, which is like a change, and I'm kind of shocked.
Surprised you didn't get shot.
Yeah, I am too.
wait, what happened?
I hit a guardrail and took out an MC that was doing their ride on the way here.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, you
Holy
probably don't need to go to the
shit.
hospital. On the count of motorcycles are relatively small.
It hurt. It hurt. The guardrail hurt.
Oh,
Yeah, the
How many
guardrail
people
hurt.
did you take out?
I hit 3 of them. Only 1 went down.
Oh my god.
I think at least 3.
is he okay, or did he?
Yeah,
seem
yeah.
okay?
Oh, seven,
also-
brother.
He also
07.
refused medical treatment.
Oh, well, there you
Perfect.
go. Well,
From the
yeah,
ambulance.
it's probably
He
you're not gonna
he'd
get
wanna be
sued if
treated.
he refused medical treatment. He wasn't injured enough to need treatment.
Ooh, I have something to show you.
To show whom?
The class. I caught Deputy Dawson with his pants down.
Oh my god.
Did you? Did you
It's
catch me with
basically the equivalent to what I saw.
What happened? What happened? Please do indulge and enlighten me.
You didn't have your hat on.
What?
Oh,
What are you talking about?
no.
Oh, right. Yes, well, that's what happens when I have to get a fucking bar card picture.
Oh, yeah,
It's
show me
just-
a picture.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
You want to see my picture, guys?
Yeah.
There you go. It's very interesting.
Oh, it's very interesting.
I identify as a black square.
That's more of a rectangle, Mr. Dawson.
I ain't that good with shapes.
Very offensive to squares.
I don't.
Yeah.
You know what?
I
You know what I
don't-
say to squares? Fuck your feelings.
you know,
FYF.
I'm gonna
Or
say
fuck.
something.
Squares should have equal rights.
I'm gonna say something hurtful right now, okay? Just
It's
cover
got
your
equal
ears.
size, not equal rights.
I don't blame the cameraman for getting the lens on that picture.
What the hell do you mean like that?
Why? 'Cause I seen you without your hat on.
Okay.
What is up
And
with the man bun?
it's my
sold
hair.
like 10 years
What-
ago.
What's up with the ponytail? That's
What do you
so
mean? The
5 years
ponytail
old.
is classic.
That's an
Ponytails
officer
are
safety
classic.
issued officer press.
Exactly. Officer safety.
Yeah, and for the ponytail.
I keep my hair up and back. That way people don't grab it. And
I
wrestle
have
me
an
to the ground to
anti-theft
take my
device on my
gun.
hat.
Do you?
Yes.
I bet I could knock it off.
You probably could, but my anti-theft device comes in the form of a baton.
There. Do it. You won't. Do it.
Attack detected.
Come on, do it.
On the account that there's multiple witnesses, I'm not going to do that.
Do it.
Hey!
You sound lucky there's people
Happy
here. Your Honor.
day!
I would be more than justified to hit you with my baton.
Pussy.
Oh, I don't remember
I
that.
just got written warning today, guys. I'm not trying to get struck for hitting a judge with
Well,
baton.
what'd you get a written warning for?
I did a hot drop and I forgot the child lock.
Oh,
565. Do we
Yeah.
have anyone available?
Also,
in
Kelly,
the
you need to put
Crystal
your
Rangers,
DNA on
at the beach?
profile.
is it
Really?
not? It is.
No, you need fingerprints. You need your
Oh,
fingerprints.
yeah, fingerprints.
Yes.
No, he said Kelly.
Oh, I was very confused.
the
Wait,
Rangers are
hold
reaching
on.
out on
No, you
Sarah
got
needing
everything as well,
additional-
Calypso.
I know I do.
Can I just call you
Girlfriend,
Kyle?
we need
You can
if
call me
someone
Archie.
is available, please
Art.
help
Oh,
them
that's
out.
good name. Oh, I like
Yeah.
that. Archie. Hey, Archie. Oh my God, that's got a good ring to it.
Oh, right.
for you. You should maybe ask a judge who isn't about to hold a trial.
fuck me.
I might
Who
be
the
more
fuck is that?
productive.
That's what he
No,
sounds
no,
like.
it's okay. You know, I see
Who's
that,
that?
Associate Justice Hilliard is here in court today. He may be able to assist.
Who are you?
All right, you have a nice day. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm Circuit Judge Brantford Winstonworth. Who are you?
Whatever it is,
Oh,
Mr.
hi.
Hilliard, I just would not answer the phone.
He answered the phone
Why?
for me and did my bar exam.
My guy, congratulations again.
I
Oh,
didn't
What
say I
my blood
passed.
card looks like.
Oh, did you pass?
Yeah, I did.
On
I
the
got
second try.
90
Oh,
90
congratulations.
what are you talking about? 90% first try. I got like 2 questions wrong.
Oh, look
Maybe
at,
3.
Oh, wait, that's my ID.
Oh, imagine getting
You
questions
are-
wrong. Couldn't be me.
Interesting, Kelly.
What do you mean I'm
That's-
interesting?
That you can't figure out which card is the right card, and you're a cop.
I didn't
There
read.
you go.
Look at that.
All right.
Issue
Look at
date.
that.
I'm gonna
11,
figure out
28,
what's going on with Mr. Moss. He wants to sage the courtroom. I'm not really sure what that means, but we'll find out, I guess.
I would object to that. I have very
Yeah,
sensitive
like-
lungs.
I-
Very sensitive.
I'm allergic to it. I don't have an EpiPen.
Start coughing like you always do.
You little bitch. Do you mind letting the judge know that I'm highly allergic to sage?
And I have very
Sage
sensitive
from
lungs.
Valorant?
No, like
No, she's like
the
my
spice.
favorite character from Valorant.
Refreshing.
My date was
Ah,
okay
shit.
actually.
I
It was a
lost
pretty
my
good
pit
date
rock.
today.
I don't remember the voice lines. That game has become irrelevant. As a matter of fact, our
Oh.
IT director uninstalled it from the computer in the chambers.
I told him we would resolve it in pretrial motions, and he has to bring his own supply.
Why does he call it you your honor man or whatever it is?
I think he's
I think it's
he's
Your
of the
Honor,
hippie
man.
persuasion.
Is he going through some like kind of phase or something? Because
What do you
I
mean?
I don't remember him being like this.
Yeah, I would agree. I feel like
Yeah, it's
I
also
mean, I
very
don't know.
disrespectful.
It sounds like a question you should ask him. I don't really judge people like that.
you're literally a
I
judge.
try not to be
so-
a judgy person, other than the part where I have to professionally be a judge.
I see.
Oh, this must be Mr. Higgins. May I just say, I love
that
the
freak
Department
show.
of Corrections.
Board of Corrections loves
I'm
you.
ready.
Sir, you have something on your face?
You have something on your face.
Let's be
but-
respectful to the defendant, please.
Oh, I was just letting him know that he has some smudges on his face.
You have a mustache on your face.
Yeah, well, I was
Am I
just
right,
trying to.
man?
I was just
There's
trying to be
nothing
courteous,
wrong with
you know?
freedom of expression, sir.
How would you
Please-
disrespect my raccoon belief?
Please,
Okay.
please keep it groovy, man.
What the
Guys,
hell?
it's
Who are
not-
you?
Let's all be nice to each
Who are
other.
you?
Let's all be nice
I'm
to
the
each
lawyer,
other.
man.
Can I request a
here.
new lawyer? I don't like my lawyer saying groovy.
Yeah, Mr. Moss is a well-respected attorney.
He said groovy.
Man,
All right, Trey. Let's keep moving, my man. Let's keep
Can I?
moving.
Can you
let's
come
keep
inside
moving.
with me to?
Well,
talk to him?
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
inside
we
the
can
back.
go. We can go.
Can you come inside with me?
Yeah, man.
I need a minute.
Wait, Mr. Moss, you have to be
Hey,
searched.
Kelly.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
Yeah, he just has to be searched. He just has to be searched. The DOC can help with that.
Do you want me to just step outside or do it right here, man?
You can do it here. That's fine.
Yeah, man.
Just do it. Just come over here.
Oh, it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. Good. I think we object. No saging. No saging. Very sensitive lungs. Exactly. It's already flaring up. My asthma is already flaring. I had to walk 20 feet down here. Listen, I'm a runner. My body is a temple, and I don't want no
track
sage
star.
interim.
Hey, John. Or if you want to just come on this side.
How's it going, Price?
Good,
Hello.
Good. How are ya?
Ah, not bad, not bad.
Hell yeah.
I was worried I was in a fucking street race. I was worried I was going to be a little late.
I hit a bunch of bikers on the way here, so I thought I was going to be late.
I
what the
didn't
hell?
hit anything and came here without incident.
I
was
was
on-
coming from Triple
on
SO.
the
You came from MRV. Okay.
God,
I
how
did
did you
have
hit
to
a bunch of
reverse to
bikers?
beat you up, though.
I hit a guardrail.
Oh,
And then spun out and hit 3 of them.
dear God. Yeah, that's still
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah, especially when like there was like 12 of them and they all surround you. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you're alone and you haven't even called yourself over radio yet.
That's a
Oh
big
my
one.
God,
right
that's
there.
crazy.
That's a big one.
Can I
Yeah.
have some?
Yeah.
Big one. That's a big one right there.
Mm.
Don't worry. I joined. Hank Murphy grabbed me.
No,
and,
we took
I didn't even call myself
prosecutional
41.
authority for
I
this
just called
case.
this.
No, I literally
No.
I've been radio silent until I needed to call for Staffer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well,
I'm gonna
because
be
I
real
planned on
sad
just
if we
going
lose.
from Triple SO to here, and then when I got here, I was gonna call,
Thank you.
but oh well.
Thank
No,
you.
that is
Thank
fair.
you.
That is fair. How's it going?
Hi.
How are you, Dustin?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, good.
Good,
Good.
good.
We're gonna get our openings out of the way.
So
and
are
we're
you
gonna
guys
get your
like
question and taken care
calling
of.
each other as witnesses? What's going on here?
That's
Yes, we
exactly
are.
what we're doing.
Wonderful.
And he's gonna object to it. You watch, and then I'm gonna pull the same bullshit I did on the docket.
What? 1 minute. Hello, you've reached the phone of Benjamin Goss, and he can't come to the phone right now, but you can sure as shit leave a message, and he'll probably hear it. And please speak after the beep. Beep.
You know, I've done that before.
Inbox fool.
Who called you?
Hank Murphy. Let me call him back.
What's Murphy want? Jeez.
Oh, he can't come to the phone right now.
Fantastic stuff.
It said leave. Oh, there it is. Hey Murphy, I saw you called me. Give me a call back when you can. Yeah, I'm in court right now. Oh, hello. It's Dawson. It's Dawson. Hello.
Huh.
Wait, no, he has to call me.
How you doing, Doc?
John, what's up?
I don't know much. How you been?
Oh, business as usual, I guess.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
How's the eye treating you? Still missing? What a shame. Keep looking. Yeah, keep it peeled.
That's right. That's right. Oh, I just gotta answer this real quick. Sorry. Oh, come on.
I think he's coming to court.
Hey.
You guys should have dressed up nice. It would have looked way cooler if you guys were in suits and looked like Men in Black.
You have a suit? So stop complaining. Kelly.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, that's a shame. I had one because I was a lawyer before I became a cop, but
The
he's
fuck do
wearing
you
her
want,
outfit.
Murphy?
He's a fucking loser. How does he say that to us and then walk away mid sentence? Who the fuck?
Motherfucker, you look like I.
We're calling him last. We're gonna make him
What
sit
do
through
you
trial.
want?
Fuck him.
No, he's gonna leave. We're gonna.
No, I'm right-handed, bitch.
Listen,
I'm not ambidextrous either.
my will to be
No.
victorious outweighs my
Alright,
will
what do you
to
want?
be
It will definitely be a long
malicious.
court case.
Okay, let me relay this over to you guys. After texting back and forth with the judge, they are allowing masks within the courtroom along with
Jeez.
containers, but containers must be searched. No weapons of any shape or form.
I asked Doc to be third
Nothing
chair.
that can cause harm to anybody.
All right, what's the game plan?
Yeah,
Kelly,
okay.
send him
I'll
your
call you
prep
later,
so that
okay?
he can
I love
prep
you.
for us. He's gonna be our third chair.
Oh, I mean, I'll send it to him. I don't think they'll allow him to be third chair, but
Can I be
Let's
third
try it.
chair? I got my bar card.
He's always got one eye open,
That's right.
so he
that's
can
right.
watch your back.
That's right. Only
He can
your
watch
back,
the.
though.
He can watch the flank.
there you go.
Mm.
I expect this case prep to be in all capital letters, Officer Price.
How would you expect that?
Oh, it's not. What a shame.
Why would that be expected?
Well, I was expecting all capital letters and emoticons from you.
Oh.
Okay, okay. You,
Huh.
Yeah, it was an emoji-free docket. Perfect.
Did we also use Sage? Apparently, that was supposed to happen.
Thank you.
I'm gonna cough my brains out if he tries it. I'm
Yeah,
allergic.
I don't
What?
like Sage either. Not my favorite thing in the world. I forgot that this was over fucking speeding, by the way.
Yeah, it started from speeding.
What a wild fucking situation.
Alright, thanks. Appreciate it. Yep, speeding.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a gateway crime.
And I knew it. Yeah, see,
Hey,
this just verifies.
did you have Daniel as an FTO Calypso?
Daniel.
Oh, sorry, no.
Reshkarov.
No.
I'm Murphy.
I don't think so.
Did he ever teach you anything?
Oh wait, I think he might have been there for my pit training.
Did he give you your Did he
that
give you
makes
your
sense.
bike check off?
What bike check off?
You know, hit at least one backer in your career.
Oh,
While they're perfectly
damn.
centered in the intersection.
Okay, first of all, we were on the highway. Second of all, I hit a guardrail. Third of all, they
Oh,
were,
so
like,
you were in the
fucking
trooper's
weaving.
natural habitat, the highway.
Yeah, that's where I belong.
You mean the what? You mean the place I never see fucking troopers?
You mean La
I'm always
Puerta
on highway.
off
Down that road
of Alta Street,
somehow.
where they can
Yeah,
hop on the
fucking
Alta
hidden
right away?
bikers.
No, I'm literally always on the highway.
La Puerta next to Alta doesn't count.
Oh.
Connection switched.
Fuck off.
Disconnected. Connection switched.
Oh, come on.
Disconnected. Connected switched.
Right now.
User left your channel.
Accessory trooper.
The full Continental.
The full cut, yeah, if he gets all three. Fuck, man. God, just reading over this is like, I still will never understand why they started shooting.
I know
ever
exactly
considered
why.
the fact that they were criminal?
Attempted
Maybe why?
murder in the
Murderers.
first degree.
Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say, anything big happened this weekend? I was doing paperwork.
Oh yeah. Big things are always happening.
What happened this weekend that I missed? Someone failed to obey. Damian Johnson failure to obey traffic signal. Yeah, right there. That's some big shit right there.
A lot of calls. There was an OIS Saturday, Friday.
Hey, did you
I
guys
was
hear
there
about
Friday.
James Earl Jones?
James Bond?
No, James Earl Jones.
Oh,
Devin.
What about
And
James
sent for
Earl
the last
Jones?
time, brother.
Did he
07.
pass away?
He did. Today.
I feel like he was old as fuck. I was pretty sure he was already dead.
He was 93, sorry.
Damn, dude.
Damn.
No, not Darth Vader.
Well, I don't know why anybody would be surprised. He was 92 fucking years old.
I don't know.
He was
He
8
should've
years
made it.
shy of 100.
Yeah, he should have made it to a
Guys, he was 93.
Kelly, there's that gap where like somebody's 70, you know, nobody gives a fuck if they die, but if they hit 90, there's a chance of 100, then you know everybody cares all of a sudden.
Well, that is fair. I can see that.
I love James Earl Jones. Like in the hit movie, Clear and Present Danger. No, that's Harrison Ford.
Somebody's robbing a fucking ticket machine. What scum?
Criminal scum.
Well, how about we just leave here and just all go over some
Oh,
of
yes.
that right quick?
I'll call.
Should we all call it?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, you want to come along, Your Honor?
Montana is one of the best.
Oh no, he was there in Clear and Present Danger. I was.
We deploy Air 1 and Raptor 1.
Hell yeah.
Maybe
Raptor
we get the
1
Coast Guard
Raptor 1
involved,
only,
you know?
Glenn.
I don't think we call out that Raptor often enough.
Clap does if you let Clap fly.
Hey, Clap loves that
He
thing.
lives in that thing.
I need to
I
get
know, I
my
flew
air
with them yesterday.
certification. I'll fly
Guys,
every fucking day.
I need to do some kind of redemption arc. I accidentally left the child lock on while doing a hot drop, so I'm gonna need some people to help me soon.
That was
I'm
that
gonna do
you.
traffic stops in a fucking
I'm gonna need
helicopter.
Just drop that bitch down on Strawberry.
Yeah.
I gotta apply for my pilot's license. It's gonna take like 2 weeks to get the goddamn shit.
Oh, I got my pilot's license. I just need to get the certification.
I'm not the
Well,
best
I gotta get my
here.
pilot's license, and then hopefully if I time it right, I can do my cert right away. But to make you apply, and there's like a written test, and a verbal test, and a hands-on test.
It's real easy.
I've got an idea, guys.
Which
You
were
should
ideal.
call the defendant to the stand.
I mean, we.
I think he would go for it. He seems like a crazy son of a bitch. I think he would go for it.
I mean, we could probably
Why are
get
you
away with it.
smoking
We're
in
just
court?
officers.
Hey.
What do you mean? There's no
Put that
smoking
shit out.
signs
That's
in
gonna-
here.
Put that shit out. That's gonna make our argument
Alright,
that
alright.
very sensitive lungs. Ain't incense and shit.
There's no smoking signs in here, though. So I thought it was okay.
No. This is
I'm a little stressed. I gotta de-stress.
What do you mean you're stressed? You were just in a
Just,
street
no,
race.
I
That
was
is
fucking
your
letting that shit
de-stressor.
rip, dude. Like goddamn Dale Earnhardt, Darrell Waltrip shit out there.
Hey, excuse me, bailiff. Bailiff, excuse me. Hello, bailiff.
And I'll be right there.
Bailiff.
Anton Maslov at the Department of Corrections.
I swear to God, if you ask if you can smoke in here, I'm gonna smack you.
No.
He's gonna slap me. Don't worry. It's fine.
Excuse me, bailiff.
You call
I'm
him
not the
Anton
bailiff, but I
Maslov
can
at
help.
the
What's up?
Department of
Could
Corrections.
you please ask the judge if he requires me to remove my hat?
Can you ask him if we
sure.
can smoke in here as well?
Okay. Okay, give me a minute.
I love that man.
Allergic
Out of
to smoke.
respect for you, Price,
I'm allergic to
I'll
cigarettes.
sit a row back, alright?
You don't care? Okay.
Objection? Yapping?
That's wild. No
Well, I
time
mean,
off.
we could maybe get away with it, and then if he says yes.
What do you mean
'cause,
no time
we're
off?
just officers. We're not experienced lawyers.
It's true. It's true.
I mean, we just arrest them for the law. It's not our job
do you
to know
mean?
that it
It
was
is your
applied
fault.
correctly.
I don't know. I kind of got drug into getting my SABA card,
talking-
and I
they're
got
talking about
I
that
got
you
like
got
an
that off.
87 or something.
You're bar
I barely
certified?
passed. I am bar certified.
I got
Dude, I
90,
might go.
bitch. Get fucked.
Okay, well,
what-
I
what
took
did
a
you get?
completely different
90.
test.
I didn't shoot you
Good for
guys.
you.
How do I
didn't
take the
study at
test?
all.
You gotta find a
Talk-
judge and say you want to sit the bar.
Oh, that's
Okay,
it.
hello.
Yeah,
Your
it's-
Honor.
Is there like,
Yeah,
is there any
yeah.
recommended
Decent
study
nature.
material
With who?
for it?
There's only one
Nah,
way
it's all
to
common
Defendant.
sense.
He's literally screaming that I didn't shoot you guys and no one's talking to him.
Well, that's fine, man.
Oh.
We got other problems. You know,
She's
the whole
still
Sounds
case,
like an
man.
admission of
We just got to
guilt.
work on the case, man.
Alright. How's it
I've been
going?
told to come over here to tell you no smoking, but you can wear your
Oh,
hats.
shit.
Hell yeah. Praise
it'll
hell,
be fine,
praise Dale, brother.
Alright.
Praise Dale. Praise Dale.
Hey,
Wait
did you
a
know
minute,
that Dale ain't dead? He's just a lap ahead.
That's right. Are we
Oh.
getting that? Are we getting that on the fugitive again?
I was talking to Stevens
Fancy
about it.
dress filler.
I know. I was hoping we'd get that again. I'd be
Trickling
fine
now, so-
with that.
He said he's going to consider the bumper stickers.
Good shit. That's what I want.
So I told him
want some-
he's a big Dale Earnhardt fan too. You know, Stevens. He's that man wakes up and screeches like an eagle.
It's fine. He heard that I want to do that. Like for some reason, someone said that I want to go over troopers, and I feel like he's treating me like a communist now.
Yeah, he'll do that too.
Because Dale doesn't read books.
God damn it, man.
He stares them down until he gets the information he wants.
It's called the
I like that.
Intimidator. Homie's tweaking over there in that chair.
Yeah,
I'm all right, man.
is
I'm
he
not
on?
Dale-
tweaking, man.
Dale breathes air 5 times a day.
No, I think that's something else that's 5 times a day. I think you got that confused.
I wish I would have went to the bathroom first.
Dale has a mug of nails instead of coffee in the morning.
Does anybody want 70 rolls of notes?
Do you have 70 rolls of notes on you?
Yeah, you want to know how I got it?
Go
What
go
the
put them
fuck?
in evidence.
I know, I just forgot that I had them.
No, go put them in evidence like
Do you want to
right
hear how I
now.
got them, though?
No, not really.
All right, I'll tell you when I get back.
Okay, I will be sure to make
not-
myself deaf for a duration of your explanation.
Oh, I love Murphy.
Hey, man, can I approach, man?
Whoa,
Well, number
approach,
one,
whoa.
sir, I'm not a man, so you must not be talking to me.
I'm sorry, man. It's just the way I talk, man. I
Have
didn't mean
some
like I
damn
didn't.
empathy, Kelly.
What?
The man is clearly going through something.
I can see that. What is
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
sir?
I just wanted to, wish you guys luck today, man, and no matter how it goes, man, I forgive you, man, and I'm sure that the winds that call through nature forgive you too, man.
Oh,
I
thank
don't
you.
think I'm gonna need your forgiveness.
We don't need luck.
Well, my
all
shaman
we
taught me
need
to,
is evidence.
embrace, unity and peace and forgiveness, man. So I'm just making sure I get that out there ahead of time, man. So there's no, ill
Thank
will.
you so much, sir. Thank you so much. You are greatly appreciated.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Have a good one, man.
Man, what a good doer.
Guys, I'm such a fucking meme lord. Holy shit. I need to be more professional before I get
Don't
fucking
give me
demoted.
What the hell do I need forgiveness? The man tried to
That's fine,
murder
man. I'll
me,
forgive them.
and he pled not guilty.
It's true.
I
love it. He pled guilty
what are
to
you
everything
forgiving?
else. Pled guilty to everything else except for,
Did you plead guilty to everything else?
Yeah, well,
He
no
pled no
contest.
contest.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's good shit, funny as hell.
Pardon me.
That sounds like a good one. Better out than in, I always say.
At least it didn't come out the other end.
That's true.
Oh, like this? Oh, I got nothing. Honestly, if I forced it too much, I think I probably would have shit my pants.
That is fair.
I'd still make you get up on that witness stand with shit in your pants.
I would just be waddling along, and then all you hear is squish, squish, squish.
Gross when he sat down
Oh
at
my
the
god!
fucking
I mean, is it going to
podium.
be a wet one? Shit. I mean, this is getting weird.
Anyways,
Who's the
We see any other Higgins family
Peaky
members?
Blinders over there?
I don't know.
That's what I was
I
kinda
got my
looking at,
gun,
yeah.
taser, baton, and flashlight, just in case.
Fine, I'll give him a stick of justice, I wish I could
Ah,
just
that's a
handle
bit.
justice, man.
Can you
Yeah,
clarify?
I have
Stick
the
of justice.
baton of justice.
It's a stick of justice.
May his light
got
shine
Barry the
brightly upon
baton.
you.
I got my finger.
Are you gonna poke somebody's eye out?
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Sorry,
go with
that
that.
was
Maybe.
that was insensitive. I'm sorry, that was insensitive.
Oh
I'm so sorry.
damn! I just. Oh,
That's
you
wild
can't
that
poke
you
an
said
eye
that.
out. You can
We,
poke that
we
sucker in
had
though.
some No Mercy friends out front, so
Oh,
on that.
fan
There's like 5 of them.
fucking
Oh, they like me. So I'm
Yeah.
fine.
So
I
the
don't know
70
about
notes,
you,
though, I was on a Bobcat earlier, and one of the hostages had it on him. R.I.P.
Did you not arrest him?
Nah, I cut him a break.
Yeah, I
No, you
mean,
have to-
clearly the suspect placed
have
that
to-
money on his person.
Oh yeah, I mean
All
clearly.
time I ever
Yeah,
arrested,
yeah,
they
yeah,
say, "What are
thanks,
you
thanks,
doing? Give me
Bryce,
back
yeah.
my shit. Give me my
Exactly.
money. That's my money." I say, "Are you
Whenever
sure
you
about
find
that?"
something whenever you find something illegal on someone, make sure you ask them if that was placed on them by the suspects, especially if they're
Yeah, I
hostages.
vividly remember them saying, yeah.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
write an
allegedly,
affidavit
right,
and say that?
Who's that?
Hmm?
Huh?
I said, are you gonna write an affidavit about that?
What?
Will you swear that under court?
That Dale ain't dead? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Where's Humphrey Dale?
What about 70 notes? Nah, if I can
said
cut him a
what?
break, bro. Felt bad.
Oh well.
It wasn't their fault they got picked
Did you
hostage and
catch
were
the
stupid.
suspect? Oh, guys, I think we're about to
Yeah, we
start.
did.
I see the door swinging. I see the door swinging.
Oh,
Swinging door, swinging door.
All right, Dawson,
what
you're gonna go
tack you guys
last.
on?
I swear to
I'm
God,
just
I will
kidding. I'm on
literally
Cortex.
walk out of here. I will
You are
literally
under
walk out
subpoena,
of here.
sir. You will be held in
I don't give a
contempt.
fuck. I'll eat the contempt. I'll get the strike. I'm not staying to wait fucking
I
hour
thought
and a
you
half,
just
2
got
hours.
a write up.
You got a write up,
Well,
bro? R.I.P.
I didn't want to get another one. I think those were your exact words.
Yeah, I didn't feel like
All
doing an
rise.
affidavit,
The court is
so
now
I
in
was like,
session
I'd
with
be
the
your
Honourable
hope.
Circuit Court Judge Bradford
Alright,
Winsworth
alright,
presiding.
I need to send the edge because I'm going first.
Thank you so much, Bailiff. Thank you. Good evening. Thank you,
I
everyone.
forgot
You may
about
be
this
seated.
judge.
I'm Circuit Court Judge Bradford Winstonworth, and I'll be presiding over the case of 2024 CM261, State of San Andreas versus Trey Higgins. Before we begin, I'm going to instruct the defendant to rise and state their name for the record.
Oh, this guy.
That's you, man.
Mr. Higgins?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Higgins, would you state your name for the record, please?
Trey
On your last name.
Higgins. My
Perfect. Thank you so
cousin
much.
May and cousin Jay and Clay were here.
All right, man.
Oh, that's wonderful. You know, I love to see a supportive family. I believe the last time that we had the Higginses in my courtroom, it was very productive, and absent a brief misunderstanding, everyone was quite well behaved, and I look forward to seeing them display excellent behavior here in court today. So thank you for being here, Mr. Higgins, and to the Higgins family. All right.
Not guilty.
Wonderful. Counsel for the defendant, please identify yourself.
Yeah, man, Montana Moss is first chair for the defense, man. The call of the winds at the second chair, and the sound of the trees is the third chair, man.
Thank you, Mr. Moss. Do you have any human person chairs in court today other than you?
No, sir, just myself in this physical manifestation, sir.
Beautiful. I do appreciate the call of the wind. And what was the other one?
Oh, your WAP is here.
The sounds of the trees, sir.
Sounds of the trees, certainly. I mean, I think we can all appreciate some sounds of the trees. Counsel for the state, can you please identify yourselves?
Yes, Your Honor. Corporal Kelly Price, Los Santos Police Department, bar certified trademark.
And are you the first chair, Miss Price?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, and second chair?
Trooper Calypso Archibald.
Is that Archibald without the I in the middle, like some people spell it, but you're Archibald?
Archibald, yes, sir.
All right, thank you. That's just new for me, and I wanted to make sure I didn't get it wrong when I make my docket posting. I appreciate it. Counsel for the state, can you please inform the court of the charges which the defendant is facing here in court today?
Yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. It's going to be 2 counts of aggravated attempted first-degree murder.
Oh. 1 second. Certainly it will be. And,
Sorry.
Very well. I will now inform everyone of this court's rules. To begin, both parties are expected to maintain a high degree of
Are we still
professionalism.
objecting on the same
I have
bullshit?
to remind the parties only to address this court and not each other. Everyone present for this proceeding will maintain respectful behavior and abide by courtroom etiquette. Those attending will respect the authority of this court and will comply with this court's instructions. All electronic devices must be turned off or set to silent mode. No recording or photography is permitted by those in the gallery. And conversation shall be kept to a minimum and conducted in a whisper so as not to disrupt this proceeding. Also, I understand there was a question about it earlier, so I must clarify there is no smoking within the building. With the rules established, do the parties have any pretrial motions for the court to consider? We'll start with the state.
God, I don't have anything.
The state has no pretrial motions, Your Honor.
All right. The way you said that makes me think that maybe there was like another pretrial matter. Is there anything that you wanted to bring up or no?
Or should we argue frivolous defense?
No. I don't think we'll get it. You can
Maybe
try.
we can,
I'll go ahead if you want to.
Your Honor, the state would like for the court today to consider the frivolous defense.
Mr. Price, I understand that you're not typically a practicing attorney, but the court will consider a frivolous defense at the end of the proceedings and subsequent to any determination of guilt or innocence. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we were just bringing it up now.
We were just bringing it up now.
Oh, certainly. I mean, I'm sure the defense appreciates being on notice about it. I invite you to raise that as a post-trial motion if you find it appropriate, all right?
Of course, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, great. And that would be, prior to sentencing if found guilty. All right. And then defense, do you have any pretrial motions or other matters?
Yes, sir, Your Honor, man. Defense still motions for a brief burning of sage, man. We'd like to ward off any negative energy or past trauma that may exist on a spiritual plane in this courtroom, man.
Can you explain what you mean by burning of sage, Mr. Moss?
That Dawson doesn't have time for it.
Yeah, man. My colleague there, Kathleen Brown, went and grabbed me some small incense sticks, man, and we'd just be, briefly burning them and, making sure that it's spread around the courtroom, man, so that, any spirits or past or negative trauma that exists in this room are warded off, man, so that way, nothing in this case is affected on a, subtextual or metaphysical level, man.
All right, now, Mr. Moss, this is very important. This is a, very fancy courtroom. It's important that we keep it well maintained, of course. The caretakers for the court would be quite upset with us if we were to damage or otherwise, cause any long-term impact to, the beautiful rugs we have, the wood and all that. We wouldn't want any smells seeping in long-term. Now, have you done any determinations about whether or not this sage would, cause any long-term effects on this courtroom that we should be concerned about?
I can't imagine it would, sir, but you did ban smoking in the courtroom earlier, sir, and, it does have smoke to it because we are burning sage, sir.
My primary concerns there are nicotine and marijuana and related substances, but I do appreciate that. Is there any objection to the burning of sage from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, the state would...
said he was allergic to smoke.
The state would object to the burning of sage on multiple counts. Number one, I have very sensitive lungs. Number two, I believe it to be a fire hazard. If I'm being honest, there's no water to douse out the sage following the incident or burning of the sage. It could, cause chaos and injury should it catch fire. And I believe Mr. Archibald also had some sort of allergy to sage.
Mr. Archibald, is that true?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm highly allergic to sage.
All right, let's get that sage out of this courtroom right now. I don't want anybody having an anaphylactic shock in my courtroom. Miss Brown, I understand you went to great efforts today, and I respect and appreciate that. I invite you to burn the sage outside in a safe location such that Mr. Archibald will not go into anaphylaxis. I thank everyone for their consideration. Mr. Moss, your motion to burn sage is unfortunately denied under the circumstances. I hope you can appreciate and understand.
I understand, sir. The physical realm is much more important than the spiritual realm. I just wanted to ward off any spirits, sir. I understand that.
Miss Brown, I would ask that you take that sage out of this courtroom right this instant. You'll be let back in, of course. DOC will accommodate you. Thank you so much. Let's get that outside the building entirely. I don't want to risk Mr. Archibald's health. That would just be unfortunate. I'm sure everyone can agree.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
She's lying.
I'm not lying.
No, man, I think he's serious, man. He's coughing already.
Let's not have any outbursts. We can all be nice to each other. All right. Mr. Moss, you got anything else from the defendant in terms of pretrial motions?
No, sir, Your Honor, sir, man.
All right, beautiful. All right. In that case, is everyone prepared for opening statements?
We are, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
All right, beautiful. So, according to the new court procedures proliferated by our wonderful and majestic Chief Justice Killian J. Clarkson, there's 15 minutes shared for opening and closing statements. So, I'm going to ask both parties to keep their opening statements to under 3 minutes if possible. And then you'll have more time for closing, which, from my perspective, tends to be more valuable anyway once everyone has a full picture of the case. But certainly, there's nothing wrong with whetting your appetite. So I'll invite you to use a little bit of discretion. I'm going to start a timer for, I'm going to start a stopwatch as soon as the state starts speaking. So, state, when you're ready, you can approach the podium.
Perfect. Thank you. All righty. You can hear me all right? Yes, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a brief moment, and I would like you to picture this and imagine this. You're a law enforcement officer. You're just another day on the road. The hum of your patrol vehicle is just sitting there at a stoplight. And you're scanning the street looking for potential dangers. And then at a split second, a moment goes by and a vehicle flies past you going 90 and a 45. Blatantly ignoring the rules of the road. So you flip on your lights, the adrenaline kicks in, and the first thing that goes through your head, this is just going to be standard protocol. You pull them over, find out why they're speeding, maybe issue a citation and call it a day, routine. But this wasn't a routine traffic stop at all. As you walk up to the window, something feels off. The man inside avoids your eyes. He gives you a fake name. That name is Peter Daniels. He then proceeds to give you a false date of birth. When asked to take his mask off, he refuses, and something clicks in your mind. Why the lies? Why the mask? What is he hiding? You don't need to guess for long, because without warning, the car screeches off into the night. Now, you're in a pursuit, chasing a suspect who's gone from a simple speeding citation to a full-on flight, running away and evading from law enforcement. Why? Why are you going to flee over a speeding ticket? The question looms larger as the chase continues, and the streets blur past. The suspect seems to just be running in circles, making erratic turns, but never leaving the general area. The only question now is, what's the plan? He's not lost, that's clear. He knows exactly where he's going to be leading you. Then it happens. The vehicle veers into an abandoned construction site, multiple ways in, multiple ways out, and this is where you believe the suspect's going to step out and surrender. But no. He stops his car, steps out, gun in hand, not in panic, not in fear, steps out, again, gun in hand, like he's been waiting for this moment, and he opens fire. He fires before you've even had the chance to leave your vehicle, bullets screaming through the air, aiming squarely for your head, your chest, your life. This wasn't desperation. This was cold-blooded. Once the dust in the area from the guns going off settles, the suspect lies on the ground subdued. What do you find? Nothing illegal in the car. No drugs, no weapons, and no warrant hanging over his head like a guillotine. So why? Why the mask, the lies, the fight, the flight? Why, when it wasn't the end, did he open fire on officers without provocation, aiming to kill? There's only one explanation for this. This wasn't about avoiding arrest for something minor. This was about ending lives. This was about an individual who, for reasons only known to him, decided that the lives of law enforcement were worth nothing.
Sure,
Even after being subdued and treated at the hospital, the suspect admitted freely that he intended to kill not one, but 2 police officers. He aimed for their head, hoping to end their lives in that instance. And what kind of mindset does that? What kind of individual sees 2 officers doing their job, protecting the community, and thinks, I will end them? The vehicle was not disabled, it wasn't out of fuel, and he could have kept running. He could have surrendered, but instead he chose violence. He chose murder. This wasn't a split-second, fear-driven act. This was premeditated, and it was executed with precision and intent. The suspect stood there, fully aware of what he was about to do, and now here he stands in court with nothing to justify his actions but his own twisted desire to kill. Your Honor, I take this moment to let you know that the facts will speak for themselves at this trial. This was no accident, no moment of panic. Dre Higgins had every chance to surrender, to escape, or to de-escalate, but he chose none of those. He chose violence. He chose to end lives, and for that, the state believes he should be held accountable.
All right, thank you, Mr. Archibald. Just want you to know that was 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Just something to consider when we get to closing statements. Thank you.
You got this.
Mr. Moss, whenever you're ready.
Your Honor, do I have to be worried about being filibustered for my closing, sir?
What do you mean?
Well, if I take up a little bit of time and then he takes up more time in the closing, then I don't have any time, sir.
No, you're not going to be penalized for, their tardiness. Don't worry.
I just wanted to clarify that, sir. Thank you.
Oh, certainly.
Does count as his opening?
Am I good to proceed, Your Honor?
Yeah. I guess not. Yeah. That's crazy.
Your Honor, people of the court, we're here today to have my client stay in court for serious charges, man. Multiple counts of aggravated attempted first-degree murder, man. The state wants you to believe that my client's utterance in the cells meets the needs for first-degree murder, man. The actions must be deliberate, man. They must be planned, and they must be intentional, man. Those are the 3 prongs of premeditation, man. And premeditation is a requirement for attempted first-degree murder, man. Quite simply, the testimony that's going to be given today and the utterance that is being alleged that my client said does not meet that threshold, sir. Quite simply, as the officer just stated in his opening, my client made several attempts to flee, to evade, but there was no other option. He simply made a heat-of-the-moment decision, and that cannot be construed as premeditated or planned, sir. There's only one reasonable verdict that will be found today, sir, and that is not guilty, man. Thank you.
Oh, this is a tight 1 minute and 2 seconds, Mr. Moss. Incredible. All right, I'm going to start the timer for the actual case. As a reminder, you get 60 minutes, according to the new procedures by the esteemed Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of San Andreas, Killian J. Clarkson. State, you may call your first witness or introduce your first piece of evidence.
Give it an hour.
Your Honor, the state would call Benjamin Dawson.
Give him hell, Dawson.
Oh, certainly.
First hell, praise Dale, brother.
Come on down, Mr. Dawson.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like an oath, please.
Go and raise your right hand for me, please.
Yes, sir.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Witness has been sworn in, Your Honor.
Perfect.
All right, go ahead. And I'm just going to grant both parties a standing permission to approach the witnesses to save some time.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor. Let's quickly get the formalities out of the way, Mr. Dawson. Just your name, rank, department.
My name is Benjamin Dawson. I'm a corporal for the Lane County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to talk a little bit faster. Let me see. Do you recognize the defendant, Mr. Trey Higgins?
I do.
You do, and from where do you recognize the defendant, sir?
From a pursuit-turned-shooting that occurred on about the 20th of August, or the 19th.
Okay, it would be the 19th. And what was your involvement in this incident, sir?
I was a responding officer's backup, and I also transported Mr. Higgins to medical.
Oh, you transported him. Perfect. Perfect. At any point in time, did you, were you aware if the defendant, Mr. Higgins, was GSR tested?
He was.
And who conducted this GSR test?
Myself.
And what were the results of that GSR test?
I believe it was high intensity.
Your Honor, the state would enter into evidence exhibit B1. That would be the GSR test conducted on the defendant, Mr. Trey Higgins, on the date of the incident.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Your Honor, man.
So entered.
Perfect. Do you recall if Mr. Higgins stated anything during your involvement with him?
He stated quite a few things.
Oh, please elaborate for the court, sir.
Sure.
I'm objective vague, man. It's not really clear when the statement could have been made or what statement she's referring to, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna sustain the objection on the basis that it is ambiguous / misleading, and then additionally sort of calling for narrative. If you could ask a more direct question, Ms. Price.
Sure. Did Mr. Higgins let me have a moment to think of how to word this, Your Honor. Does this count against my time?
Oh, it sure does.
Did Mr. Higgins ever make any assertions of guilt?
Your Honor, I'd object to leading.
A dead question is not leading. Objection overruled.
Yes, yes, he did.
And could you elaborate now on what that is?
Sure. At the hospital, we were having a conversation. Where conversation, it wasn't direct questioning or anything. I was talking with them. And he had stated that he was attempting to kill the 2 police officers that were chasing him.
Was attempting to... Okay. Was Mr. Higgins Mirandized at any point during this incident?
Not prior to that, as he was still on the ground, and I didn't feel comfortable Mirandizing him while he was still needing medical attention.
Okay. And did Mr. Higgins assert at any point after he was Mirandized in your presence any verbalizations indicating his intent to shoot law enforcement?
I'm object to leading again.
State that question one more time, Ms. Price.
My question was, did Mr. Higgins, after he was being Mirandized and in the presence of Mr. Dawson, ever assert again any attempt or intent to shoot law enforcement?
Objection overruled. Mr. Moss, for your benefit, it's a leading question if it's phrased in the form of he said he was going to do that, right? Or otherwise suggests the answer to the individual. A question about whether or not something occurred is not leading. There are other objections that could be viable depending on the nature of the question.
Of course, Your Honor, man.
May I continue?
Yes.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yes, in the VPD sales, he confirmed again that he attempted to kill the 2 officers chasing him.
Okay. And are you aware if Mr. Higgins ever requested legal representation
Not from what I recall, no.
Okay, no further questions. Well, let me confirm with counsel.
Oh, certainly. The timer remains ticking. You're at 54, 23,
No further
22,
questions.
21. All right, beautiful. Any cross-examination from the defense?
Of course, Your Honor.
All right, certainly. Go ahead.
You calling
Let's
me
kind of
next?
start at the end there, sir.
Yeah,
Were you
that's the
with
plan.
the suspect for the entire time prior to him being sentenced?
Not the entire time, no.
At what point did you leave the scene, ma'am?
I believe it was in the cells after he'd been popped into the cells. I think I went to sleep.
Okay, and you previously stated under the state's questions that the initial utterance came before Miranda. Is that correct?
Yep, that's correct.
Were you discussing details of the case with him prior to Miranda being issued?
In somewhat, yes.
Okay. That's fine. He asserted it multiple times after being Miranda.
And your involvement in the scene was just limited to transporting to the hospital and thereafter?
I believe so. I was transported to the hospital and took him to BPD. I also did search him at one point on scene as well.
When you say on scene, do you mean at the construction site, at the hospital, or somewhere else?
Yes, at the yeah, I searched him at the construction site just to make sure he didn't have any other weapons on him.
Are you aware of the statement of facts on the indictment regarding this case?
I believe so. I mean, I haven't really read the whole statement of facts. I know my statement's in there. That's about the only thing I've really read.
Okay, it says that additional units were called for, and you attached to the pursuit. Is that correct?
That is, yep, that's correct.
So, were you involved prior to the shooting then, or not, man?
Yeah, but you didn't really ask that, did you? I could have missed that.
Sir, if you could answer the question, man.
I did. I said yes.
Okay, so to be clear, you were involved in the pursuit then, man?
Yes.
About how long was this chase, man?
Could not tell you.
Your Honor, we would object to scope. We didn't ask Mr. Dawson about the pursuit.
Objection sustained.
Score.
Scope is going to be a good one.
One moment, Your Honor, man.
Certainly.
I said scope is good. The Department of Justice rarely uses it. It's a very good objection.
Oh God, thank you.
I was about to do it.
Just for clarification's sake, what was the exact quote the suspect gave that the utterance?
I couldn't give you the exact quote because this happened over 20 days ago, but it was along the lines of I had said that it wasn't a pretrial diversion because he tried to kill a police officer, and he said that he didn't try to kill a police officer, he tried to kill two.
And that's the extent of all the quotes as far as you can recall?
That's the only thing that I heard at the hospital.
Did you hear anything further beyond that in the cells, man?
Yes, I said earlier that he also admitted in the cells that he tried to kill two police officers.
And that was the extent of the statement, man?
From my point of view, yes.
Okay, nothing further, Your Honor, man.
All right, any redirect?
I don't have anything. If you want to clarify something, go for it.
Stat.
Yes, just one quick question, Your Honor. Mr. Dawson, you expressed during cross that you searched the suspect on the scene. Did you search the suspect or defendant, Mr. Trey Higgins, before or after Mr. Trooper Archibald?
It would have been after, because there was no firearm on his person, because Trooper Archibald had already taken it at that point.
Perfect. No further questions.
All right. Any recross?
No, Your Honor.
So
all right, Mr. Dawson. Oh, sorry. One more question. Mr. Moss, do you intend to call Sheriff Dawson? Corporal Dawson?
Corporal Dawson.
Corporal Dawson. During direct examination?
No, Your Honor, I don't believe so, man.
All right, Mr. Dawson, you're released of your subpoena. I understand you have somewhere to be, but you're welcome to either stay or leave at your leisure.
Yeah, I think I'll leave. Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. You have a nice day, Mr. Dawson.
You call
Appreciate
me.
your time and your testimony. All right, state next witness or piece of evidence.
Fire!
Doing what?
He's gonna object
All
when
right,
you call me.
Mr. Higgins, I ask you
when
to
he
keep
does,
to yourself.
make sure you
please, during
use
court.
that case law that I posted.
State next witness.
Yes,
piece of
Your
evidence.
Honor. We would call Trooper Archibald to the stand.
And how are we anticipating this going?
What do you mean?
Are you going to question him? Is that the plan?
Yes, that's the plan, Your Honor.
All right. Okay. Come on down, Trooper Archibald.
Oh, for affirmation.
Oath.
All right, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Witness has been sworn in, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead, Miss Price.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Archibald, formalities, please. Name, rank, department.
Calypso Archibald, trooper with the San Andreas State Police.
Wonderful. Thank you for your service, Mr. Archibald. Do you recognize the defendant, Mr. Trey Higgins?
I do.
And from where do you recognize the defendant?
From the speeding of turned OIS incident on the 19th.
Wait, describe for the court your initial interaction with the defendant on August 19th.
Sure thing. Yeah, so I was just sitting at a red light, and a car zoomed past me going about 90. So I attempted to catch up, caught up, and initiate a traffic stop.
Your Honor, the state would enter into evidence. Oh, never mind. I'll do that in a second. In your anything in particular about the vehicle?
I believe it was flagged. Yeah, I believe it was flagged.
At this point in time, the state would enter into evidence Exhibit G1, the dispatch report indicating the vehicle was flagged and reported stolen. And your
Any objection from the defense?
No, sir, Your Honor, man.
All right, go ahead.
In your opinion, was the defendant cooperative?
I would say initially by pulling his vehicle over to the side of the road, yes. But further than that, no.
And what information do you have to support this lack of cooperation?
Well, the fake name that he gave, Peter Daniels, the fake date of birth that he gave, and then obviously fleeing from the scene.
And during this traffic stop, did you identify yourself as a law enforcement officer?
Sure did.
Were you wearing a police uniform?
I was wearing exactly what I'm wearing right now. Haven't washed it.
Vehicle, oh God. I thought I smelled something. The vehicle you were driving, did that have lights and sirens at the time of the stop?
It sure did.
Okay, perfect. And you stated the suspect fled the scene, just for clarification.
Yes.
Did you pursue the suspect?
Yes, as soon as he fled, I initiated a pursuit.
You pursued the suspect in the same clearly marked police vehicle?
Correct.
All right. Can you describe for the court the pursuit that occurred?
Sure, yeah. It kind of was just a big square, so we kept going around in the same exact pattern about several, I don't know exactly how many times, but several times. Didn't last long. Maybe 5 minutes. I don't know exactly how long the pursuit was until he ended up pulling into a construction site.
Okay, and what happened when the vehicle pulled into the construction site?
He immediately exited the vehicle with a gun in his hand and started shooting at my car.
Could you estimate about how long after stopping did he open fire?
It was almost instantly. The second he got out of the car was field day.
And when Mr. Higgins opened fire, where did he appear to be aiming?
I would say head level, with the windshield.
One moment. I'm just gonna do this again. Your Honor, at this point in time, the state would enter into evidence exhibits C4, C5, C8, C9, C10, and C11.
Mr. Price, for the benefit of everyone's review, and especially for the transcript, do you just want to enter all of Exhibit C?
Sure, yes, Your Honor. All of Exhibit C. Let's go with that.
Any objections from the defense?
No, sir, Your Honor, man.
All right, beautiful. I think I'll save everyone some time.
Wonderful. Were you struck by any gunfire?
Yes, I was.
Your Honor, the state would enter into evidence Exhibit E1 and F1, and also reference C4. That's going to be a photo of the DNA left on the scene. E1 is going to be one of the forensic reports, which includes Mr. Archibald's DNA, which is confirmed with Exhibit F1, his DNA marker on file.
Any objections from the defense?
No, sir, Your Honor, man.
Go ahead.
Perfect. Were there any other suspects in the area that you could see that were firing upon officers?
No.
And to your knowledge, who is the individual that shot you?
The defendant.
Wonderful. Did you have any opportunity to observe the vehicle after the shooting?
My vehicle?
The defendant's vehicle.
Yes.
Could you describe for the court the status of the vehicle, observable status of the vehicle that Mr. Higgins had been driving? Apologies.
Other than bullet holes from us returning fire, it didn't seem like there was anything wrong with it.
Okay, and during the pursuit, did you observe the vehicle to take any significant impacts?
I did not.
Okay. Did the vehicle appear to be functional after the shooting?
It did, yep.
The state would enter into evidence Exhibit H1. That would be a photo of the vehicle, still operational. Let me see, and also C6. You can also see the vehicle in there having one headlight out.
All right, beautiful. Any objection from the defense?
No, sir, Your Honor, man.
All right, carry on.
Was Mr. Higgins searched following the shooting incident?
He was.
And who searched Mr. Higgins?
I believe I know. I did immediately on scene.
And what was found on his person?
I pulled a gun off of him.
Your Honor, the state would enter into evidence Exhibit A2. That would be the search conducted by Mr. Calypso Archibald, which shows a gun clearly on his person, as well as Exhibit D1. That would be the serial number of the firearm that was recovered from Mr. Higgins's person.
Any objections from the defense?
No, sir, Your Honor, man.
All right, carry on.
Perfect. What were your duties following the shooting?
I gave immediate medical treatment, and then shortly after that, Dawson transported him to Pillbox, and then I just began just general scene cleanup and evidence collection.
Oh, so you collected evidence?
I did.
And what happened with this evidence?
I collected it. I sent it as soon as I got to VPD and processed the defendant. I sent it to the labs for processing.
Wonderful. The state would enter into evidence Exhibits E1 through E3. That would be the forensic reports from the shell casings and DNA collected from that crime scene is illustrated in C1 through C11.
Any objections from the defense?
No, sir, Your Honor, man.
All right,
so admitted.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor. Was there any follow-up investigation or work?
Yeah. So the first thing I did, I also when I had his firearm after he was processed, I brought it down to the range. Excuse me, and fired off several test shots to match the forensics of that on scene, and also obviously sent that off to the lab.
And what were the results of that test firing?
The casings from the test firing from the weapon obtained off of the defendant matched that of the ones on scene.
So you would enter to evidence exhibit E4. That would be the forensic report from the test-fired firearm in a controlled environment.
Any objections from the defense?
No, sir, Your Honor, man.
Were you
All right,
present?
so admitted.
My apologies, Your Honor. I'm just at time. Were you present?
You're
during
going quick. It's good. Keep going.
Oh, thank you. Were you present during the processing of the defendant, Mr. Trey Higgins?
I was.
Do you recall if Mr. Trey Higgins stated anything during his processing?
Yeah, he made several comments. To include his intent to kill myself and Corporal Price.
Okay. And who was the arresting officer for this incident?
That would be me.
And as being the arresting officer, what are your duties?
Scene management, and processing the suspect, applying the correct charges, and so on.
So, who selected the charges?
Myself and Corporal Price.
Oh, perfect. And why did you assert first-degree aggravated attempted murder?
Between what was stated in the cells, what was told to me by Dawson from his time at the hospital, as well as the fact that the vehicle was completely and utterly still functional, and he drove us into an abandoned lot to just immediately get out with his gun already in hand and start shooting at only my car and not the other car, the other two police cars that were on scene. It definitely felt intentional. And seemed intentional by all facts.
Would you say it seemed premeditated?
Yeah.
Objection leading, man.
I am gonna strike that as leading. Overrule. Or yeah, objection sustained. Sorry.
I knew that was coming. Perfect. No further questions.
Defense. Any cross?
Of course, Your Honor, man. How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, man. I guess to start with the traffic stop, 90 and a 45 is a misdemeanor offense, correct, man?
No.
I believe so.
And a stolen vehicle is a misdemeanor offense, man, correct?
I'd have to double check.
I mean, that's fine. Is the penal code public knowledge, man?
Yeah, I believe so.
Do the
Your
police...
Honor, we would object to scope. We didn't ask about the penal code or misdemeanors.
Mr. Moss, where are you going with this?
It was kind of alluded to in opening, Your Honor, that this may have just been a traffic ticket incident, man. But I believe that's underselling the expectations of the police and the public, man.
Sorry, but what I mean is, are you able to relate this to the scope of the direct examination?
Yeah, I can, man. If we need to sustain that objection, I can move on to a different question.
Why don't you ask another question? Let's sustain the objection for now.
Since 90 and the 45 is a misdemeanor offense, would the suspect be expecting a simple traffic ticket, man?
It's discretionary, but they could, yeah.
Since a stolen vehicle is a misdemeanor offense, would the suspect be expecting a simple traffic ticket, man?
Your Honor, we would object to speculation. The witness cannot speculate as to what the defendant would or would not expect.
Mr. Moss, any rebuttal?
I can rephrase, Your Honor.
Sure.
Do the police expect the public to be aware of, whether their acts violate the criminal code, man?
I don't understand the question.
I don't understand the question either.
Do we expect the public to be aware that if they may break a law, man? And what laws they may be breaking, man?
Do we expect the public to know that? Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Thank you, man. For the false ID, man, was it a physical ID or just verbal?
Verbal.
He wasn't charged with false identification.
So it was more of a spur of the moment kind of name he gave, man?
Spur of the no, I wouldn't say it's a spur of the moment name. I asked for a name, and that was the name he provided.
Oh, what makes you believe that he had this name and cover story prepared ahead of time, man?
I didn't say that, but
well, if it
I
isn't
asked
spur
him.
of the moment, then what is it, man?
I think he made it up on the fly, but I don't think that's spur of the moment.
Okay, well, made it up on the fly works, man. In your experience as an officer, why do suspects provide false identities, man?
Your
Couldn't tell you. I'm
Honor,
new.
I would again object to scope.
Mr. Moss, any response?
The false identification was brought up in the state's questioning, Your Honor, and so I believe it's within the scope, man.
All right, I'm gonna overrule the objection.
That
You want me to
wasn't
answer?
my
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, you can answer.
I'm fairly new. This is probably the first instance I've had with false ID, so I don't know the answer to your question.
Okay, that's fine, man. Let's move on to the pursuit, man. Was it a direct path from the scene of the traffic stop to the scene of the shooting, man?
I mean, I think you could probably call it that, yeah.
Well, you said it went in a kind of a big square earlier, man. So was it straight to the construction site, or was it a different path, man?
Again, like I said, it depends on how you look at it, right? He goes in a square, the exact same track the entire time, and then pulls in. I'd say that's a path.
Okay. In your statement of facts, man, you stated that he wanted to narrow alleyways, man. Is that correct?
I'd have to pull it back up. It's been a long time, but if I said it in there, then yeah, I'd probably say that's correct.
Is this your first experience with a pursuit, man?
At this time,
I can rephrase. Is this your only experience with a pursuit, man?
At the time, or as of now?
As of right now, man.
No.
In your experience, why do suspects turn into narrow alleyways, man, and during pursuits?
In hopes to have a cop hit something, I would assume.
And if a cop hits something, that means they're less likely to be able to follow the suspect. Is that correct, man?
Mm-hmm.
If you answer that, man, I didn't catch it, man.
Yeah.
So these ventures into narrow alleyways were, in an attempt to escape or elude you police officers, man?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. One moment, man. At the scene of the shooting, man, were there any vehicles or obstacles that seemed to be set up ahead of time, man?
At the scene of the shooting, no.
Okay, were there any co-conspirators, man?
Nope.
Were you ever trapped or boxed into a corner at all, man?
Nope.
Okay, man. Moving on to the utterances that you heard from the suspect, man. Could you provide as close to an exact quote as you can, man?
I can certainly try, but it's not going to be anywhere near exact because I barely recall the situation.
I can answer that.
I'm struggling. I remember I told him I was hitting him with first. No, that wasn't that time. It was earlier before I told him about first. Yeah, something to the effect of I don't remember what he told me specifically, just what he said to Dawson. Was that he was trying to kill 2 officers.
Well, I'm gonna object to that as hearsay, man.
You're objecting? Never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna strike that. That is hearsay.
No, we directly
I'm
heard
asking
it.
specifically about utterances made to you, man.
Then I don't recall.
Are you aware of your statement in the statement of facts regarding the utterances, man? I can provide an exact quote if you like.
I can. I don't have it pulled up.
Did you write into the statement of facts? Quote, Mr. Higgins on 2 separate occasions advised law enforcement that he purposefully shot 2 members of law enforcement because he wanted to get away. End quote. Is that correct?
Oh, come on.
It's in there, yeah.
Did you say that because he wanted to get away was his intention, man?
Say again?
Would you say that an attempt to get away from the police was his intention, man?
Honestly, not entirely sure.
And you were the officer that brought forward these charges today, man?
One of them.
And these charges allege that this entire incident was a premeditated plan to kill 2 officers, man?
Correct.
All right, thank you, man. No further questions.
All right, any redirect?
No redirect at this time.
All right, Mr. Moss, do you intend to call Mr. Archibald on direct?
No, I think I got everything I need from him, Your Honor, man.
All right, Mr. Archibald, if you intend to keep prosecuting this case, you may wish to stick around, but you are released of your subpoena.
Perfect, thank you.
Stay. You may call your next witness or introduce your next piece of evidence.
Got it.
You want to call you, or are we calling
Yeah,
Ackerman?
call me.
All right. The state would like to call Corporal Kelly Price.
Oh, actually,
Oh, that's shocking. Miss Price, come on down. Be sworn in.
What?
Oh, it's fine. I had changed my mind.
Raise your right hand for me, please. Oath or affirmation.
Yes.
You have to choose one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The answer cannot be yes in response to a choice about one or the other.
Apologies, Your Honor.
Why not both, man?
Alright, so you would like the oath?
That's correct.
Alright, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so I hope you can't.
I do.
Witness has been sworn in, Your Honor.
Alright, beautiful. Come on down, Mr. Archibald, or down. It's up to you.
Perfect, thank you. Corporal Price, can I have your name, please?
It's above average Corporal Kelly Price of the Los Santos Police Department.
And what is your rank, please?
It would be Corporal.
Okay, perfect. Because I did just say that. Perfect. There, you're doing great so far. All right. Do you recognize the defendant?
Yes, I do.
And where do you recognize him from?
That would be the suspect that opened fire on our persons after a pursuit, which ended in an OIS on August 19th.
Beautiful. And what was your involvement during that OIS?
I was a FTO. I was riding along with a trooper Calypso Archibald. I was there and present at the start of the traffic stop, then the pursuit, and then the shooting that occurred after.
Beautiful. And how long do you think that the pursuit lasted?
That pursuit lasted no longer than 5 minutes.
Okay. And where did it start?
We started off on San Andreas, which is where the initial traffic stop occurred. We were stopped at Legion Square, and that's when the vehicle skid around the corner and sped past us onto San Andreas. That's the name of the street. San Andreas. He was headed westbound.
Okay, and when your car, the police car, was stopped at the red light, was it noticeably? Was it clearly a police car? Like anyone would know that was a police car sitting at the red light?
Yes, it was a trooper, Crown Victoria or Steiner, whatever you call it. I'm not good with car names.
Perfect. Where did the pursuit lead and end?
The pursuit led. It centered around central Los Santos, the Legion Square area. We never went any further north than Swiss Street. No further south than Adams Apple Boulevard. We may have been on Strawberry. That's the furthest east we ever went. And then probably no further west than Alta Street. It was the same very small 9-block area.
And did anything happen during the pursuit that would have indicated that Mr. Higgins may not have been attempting to get away?
Yes, at one point in time, we briefly lost visual of him. He turned behind the Premium Deluxe Motorsports, and he seemed to be waiting in an alleyway back there for officers to relocate him. He was stopped there with another officer when we were notified that they had located him. They were just sitting there.
Beautiful. And what happened at the end of the pursuit?
At the end of the pursuit, Mr. Higgins pulled into the construction yard off of Power Street. He stopped very suddenly. It was quite surprising. And immediately exited the vehicle with a gun in his hand, and then immediately began opening fire on our vehicle.
And when Mr. Higgins opened fire, were you struck?
Yes, I took a round or two to my vest.
Yep. All right. Now, if you can open your tablet, if His Honor will allow, in reference Exhibit C3 for me.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, unless there's an objection from the defense.
No, sir, Your Honor, man. As long as you can
go
see
ahead,
through
Ms.
sunglasses,
Price.
man.
Go ahead.
All right.
One
Do you have
moment.
Okay, perfect. Let me know when you have C3 open.
Yes, I have Exhibit C3 open.
Okay. And do you recognize that photo of that scene?
Yes, I recognize this photo.
Okay. And that brown vehicle, do you notice that?
Yes, that would be the vehicle that Mr. Higgins had been driving at the time of the incident.
1 second. Okay. Inside of that brown vehicle, are you the one inside of that car?
Yes, that is me inside of that vehicle.
Okay. And what were you doing inside of the vehicle?
I was searching the vehicle.
Okay. Did you find anything inside of the vehicle?
No, the vehicle was empty. There was nothing in the glove box or under the seats or anything like that.
Okay. After that, did you exit the vehicle and enter the trunk?
I did.
Was there anything in the trunk?
The trunk was also empty.
And were you involved in processing the scene?
I was.
Okay. And what was your involvement?
Can I object to vague, man?
I'm gonna overrule that objection. Ms. Price, you may answer.
Can you repeat the question?
What was your involvement in processing the scene?
I was doing scene security and supervising while other officers collected the evidence and documented the scene. I also took a few photos of our police vehicle in particular, as well as the crime scene overall.
Perfect. And one last thing about the vehicle, I apologize. Did you note anything of interest while you were inside of the vehicle?
I did. I noticed that the vehicle was still nearly half full of gasoline.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. That's all I needed you for C3. You can close out your tablet.
Okay.
If you so would like. Were you present during the processing of Mr. Higgins?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And what was your involvement with the processing, Mr. Higgins?
Again, I was the supervising officer for the incident. Just kind of observing and helping if needed.
Did Mr. Higgins request a lawyer?
He did request a lawyer. Yes.
And what point did he request one?
It was we pretty early on in processing. We initially asked him if he wanted a lawyer. He initially negated, but then affirmed and repeatedly requested a pretrial diversion. We didn't ask him any questions after that. However, he continued to speak and question us. We advised him that a lawyer was not available and that a pretrial diversion would be unlikely for his pending charges, as attempting to kill a police officer was a very serious charge. And then he again corrected me that he had tried to kill 2 police officers.
Okay. Do you recall if Mr. Higgins stated anything which could implicate his guilt during processing beyond what you just said? Or if you want to go more in detail, yeah.
Can I object to vague? I'm not sure what the actual question was.
Can we restate that question, please, Mr.
Yes, I can.
Archibald?
Mr. Higgins, during processing, did he say anything that could imply guilt?
Yes.
I'm gonna object to leading, man.
Not leading. It's a dead question. Proceed.
Yes, he did. As I previously stated, initially during processing, when he was requesting a pretrial diversion and was advised that it would be unlikely as he had attempted to kill a police officer, he corrected me and asserted that he had tried to kill 2 officers. And then later during processing, when he was presented with his charges, which included aggravated attempted first-degree murder, he contested that charge and asked why attempted first. He was again at that point reminded of the utterance of attempting to kill us. Mr. Higgins then said, not specifically you, to which he stated that he was trying to shoot the people who were chasing him, which happened to be us. That he didn't say that part, but he was trying to shoot the people that were chasing him.
You say us. Can you clarify who us is?
That would be myself and you, Calypso Archibald.
Perfect, thank you. As the supervising FTO, did you agree with the charges?
I did agree with the charges.
And what about the incident led to your support of first-degree attempted?
I would have to say that the status of the vehicle being fully functional, operational, having minimal damage, was still running at the time of the shooting, and following the shooting I had to actually get in and turn it off. It still had nearly half a tank of gasoline. He stepped out of the car with a gun already in his hand. And then, of course, his utterances during processing.
Beautiful. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Moss, go ahead.
All right. Hello, officer.
Hello
Corporal.
there.
Sorry, Corporal. Sorry. 90 and a 45 is a misdemeanor offense, correct?
Actually, I believe it's a felony.
Okay,
Maybe
perfect.
95 would be a felony. It's 50 over. And it also would depend on the way that he was operating the vehicle, not just a certain speed indicates reckless driving. If he had been completely disregarding all traffic laws and a risk to the public, that could also be considered a reckless driving.
Okay, thank you, man. Is a stolen vehicle a misdemeanor offense, man?
It depends on the charge. If it's joyriding, then yes, it would be a misdemeanor. If it's Grand Theft Auto, I believe that could be a felony. Maybe I'm wrong.
But in all cases, a stolen car is an arrestable offense at the very least, man.
Not necessarily. With misdemeanors, officers do have discretion while it is an arrestable offense. There are instances where officers can use their discretion to drop the time so long as the defendant or suspect were to plead guilty to the charge. Then they can just be let go with the citation.
Right, but they have to be arrested for that to happen, right, man?
Yes and no again. If we take a plea in the field and reduce the time to 0, it's technically an arrest report that they do have to plead to, but they don't have to be placed in handcuffs or taken down to the police station.
Okay, that's fine, man. Were you there when the false identification was uttered, man?
I was.
Okay, was it a physical ID or just a verbal utterance, man?
Mr. Higgins expressed that he did not have any identification on his person. We advised him that he needed to be in possession of a driver's license when operating a vehicle. He gave us a name because we still wanted to be able to identify him for any citation or anything that would happen as part of our investigation and his detainment. He gave a name. It was Daniel something. I can't remember the last name. And he also gave us a birth date, July 4th, 1998, I believe.
Okay, in your experience as a officer, why do suspects provide false identities, man?
Probably because they don't want us to know who they are.
Is it a means of, eluding or evading the police?
What's the word I'm looking for? It is a means of being untruthful to the police.
And why would the police not want Sorry, let me rephrase that, man. Why would suspects not want to let the police know who they are, man?
I couldn't venture to guess. There are all sorts of reasons, sir.
That's fine, man. For the pursuit, man, you said this started on San Andreas Avenue. Is that correct, man?
That is correct.
Is that in the south side, man?
It's in central or downtown Los Santos.
Okay, and then it moved, what would that be? Northeast to Legion Square, correct, man?
It would have been east towards Legion Square, yes.
And then, whereabouts that construction site, man?
That construction site is on Power Street, to the southwest of Legion Square, if you want to use that as a reference point.
So since we went, we went northeast and then back southwest, would you say this was a direct route to the construction site or not, man?
He drove, basically, wasn't a perfect square. It encompassed that square of blocks, a very generous 9 blocks. He stayed in the same general area.
Okay, but if he drove like in a square, man, wouldn't that be outside of a direct path, man?
Again, it wasn't a square. That's just the square blocks that the pursuit went through. If you look at a map, those 4 streets are a 9-block area. The pursuit centered around those same 9 blocks.
Alright, that's fine, man. How did he break line of sight that first time, man?
He turned into an alleyway behind PDM.
Is that alleyway easily and readily visible for, if you're just driving by casually, man?
Well, I saw the vehicle make that turn into the alleyway. I'm not sure I understand your question.
Well, with your answer, I'm confused if you lost sight, man. You saw them turn into the alleyway, but you lost sight, man? I'm confused, man.
Yes, we lost sight of him for a few seconds.
Can you give a best estimation of how many seconds that was, man?
It'd probably be 2 to 3 seconds. That's when another officer saw him stopped on the other end of the alleyway.
And you stated this 2 to 3 second time period would seem to be him waiting for you guys to find him again, man?
That's correct. That's what it looked like when we came around the corner. He
Is this
was in the alleyway on Elgin Avenue.
Is this the only incident of officers ever regaining sight on a suspect after initially losing them, man?
No.
Are all of those suspects in those cases attempted first-degree murderers, man?
No, I would say probably not.
So is it indicative of... is regaining sight on a suspect indicative of an attempt to murder, man?
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation.
Oh my God! Thank you for the video.
Corporal Price supposed to? How is Corporal Price supposed to know what a suspect in any instance is thinking?
Mr. Moss?
Situationary.
Mr. Moss?
Yep, Your Honor. A police officer's job, even in circumstances of this case, is determine intent, man. And so they have the requisite skills and experience and, frankly, job requirements to determine the intent of a suspect. And that is honestly why we're even here today, man.
Your Honor.
All right, if you want to phrase the question in terms of skills and experience and her judgment about applicable charges, I think that would be in scope. And then, if you have another objection, Mr. Archibald, I encourage you to make it. Go ahead, Mr. Moss. Ask a rephrased version of the question.
I don't think he remembers.
Of course, Your Honor.
I don't know. It's gonna be hard, but I feel like the facts.
Do you, as a corporal, have the skills necessary to determine intent on suspects?
I would say, based on the actions and the entire culmination of an incident, yes.
Using those requisite skills, is 2 to 3 seconds long enough for you to determine intent, man?
That in and of itself, I would say no.
And when he was making these turns into alleyways, man, sorry, I'll rephrase that because that's going to get objected to, man.
Yeah, it sure is.
In your experience as an officer, when suspects turn into narrow alleyways, what is their ultimate goal, man?
To break line of sight.
And by breaking line of sight, is that an attempt to completely evade the pursuit, man?
Most of the time, I would say yes.
All right, perfect, man. At the shooting, man, were there any vehicles or obstacles set up at the scene ahead of time, man?
No.
Were there any co-conspirators, man?
Only individual we saw was the driver of the vehicle.
Perfect, man. Were you led into a corner or like boxed in at all, man?
No.
All right, perfect, man. And then, to the best of your recollection, can you provide the exact quote of the utterance my client gave, man?
Which one?
Any utterances that affected the charges of this case that you were present for, man?
Well, when let me consider which one. Well, when we were talking about the pretrial diversion, and he was advised that he would be unlikely to get a pretrial diversion for attempting to kill a police officer, he corrected me and said, no, it was 2. And then when he was presented with his charge of attempted first-degree murder, he asserted that he wasn't aiming to kill us, he was trying to kill the people that were chasing him. He asserted it was not specifically you, referring to myself and Trooper Archibald, but the people that were chasing him.
Okay, man. Are you familiar with the contents of the statement of facts in this case, man?
I would have to relook at it.
Okay, that's fine, man. I'm gonna provide an exact quote, man. And since you were there for the utterances, man, I want you to clarify if this quote is correct, man. Direct quote is, quote, Mr. Higgins on 2 separate occasions advised law enforcement that he purposefully shot to kill 2 members of law enforcement because he wanted to get away, end quote.
Is that in my statement, or is that in just the statement of facts?
That is in the statement of facts, which is sworn to in this statement.
Can you restate the quote?
Quote, Mr. Higgins on 2 separate occasions advised law enforcement that he purposefully shot to kill 2 members of law enforcement because he wanted to get away, end quote. Does that quote corroborate with the utterances that were given to you, man?
I don't understand. I'm not familiar with that specific statement. I do know that he's asserted 2 times utterances that indicated an intent to kill the people who were chasing him and to kill 2 officers.
So are you disagreeing with the sworn statement of facts that this was done because he wanted to get away, man?
I'm not disagreeing with the statement of facts. I'm just saying that that's not something that I read. That's not my statement of facts.
Were you present for all of the alleged utterances of my client, man?
There was some times where I was having some difficulty hearing.
Okay, and you don't recall that bit about trying to get away at all, man?
It's been a long time. I don't specifically recall that, though.
Okay, nothing further. Thank you, Your Honor, man.
Oh, shit, I don't
know. Alright, any redirect?
Just 2 questions, and I'll make it very, very, very quick. Corporal Price, very quickly, other than the 2 to 3 seconds of losing visual and the defendant staying in an alleyway, what else did you determine what else was used to determine premeditation?
I'm gonna object to asked and answered, man. They asked this during direct, man.
I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it happen, both because I think it's important to have a complete record, and because, you know, it's possible for her to incorporate new information. So objection overruled. Proceed.
Oh, that means answer the question. Can you repeat the question?
Other than the 2 to 3 seconds that were stated in cross that you were utilized while the defendant was in an alleyway waiting, what else was utilized to determine premeditation?
The very short pursuit of 5 minutes, the fully functional vehicle with minimal damage, the half tank full of gas, the fact that he exited the car with a gun already in his hand and had not been observed to be digging in the glove box or seen from any perspective I had during the pursuit to be digging under the seat. He didn't swerve or anything. And those utterances that he made during processing.
Beautiful. You stated there are no vehicles or obstacles on scene at the scene of the shooting. If there were, what would that usually mean in your experience?
Well, speculation,
actually,
man.
let me ask a question before I go there. May I?
Yeah, we can rephrase. We'll come back to it. I'm gonna overrule it for now. Let's just ask another question, Mr. Archibald.
How long have you been a police officer?
About a year and a half.
Okay. So in your year and a half of being a police officer, typically when a vehicle is staged, in your professional opinion as a police officer, what does that mean?
I'm gonna object to scope, man.
You brought up whether or not a vehicle was staged or if there were obstacles staged at the scene of the shooting.
Mr. Archibald, I'll thank you to wait for the court to ask for your response prior to answering and to address the court rather than opposing counsel, but I will overrule the objection for the reason given. It is within scope and it was brought up on cross.
What does that mean?
Answer the question.
So you can answer the question.
Okay. Typically, if there's a staged vehicle, that typically, in my experience, means that the suspect is getting ready to get into a pickup vehicle and to continue to flee.
Cool. No other questions.
All right, finally, recross, Mr. Moss. Any?
Yes, Your Honor. It shouldn't be too long,
certainly.
man. Are suspects locked into a pursuit vehicle until it runs out of gas, man?
No.
Are suspects locked in a pursuit vehicle until it is rendered unusable, man?
No, not typically.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Nothing further.
All right, that will. Oh, sorry, Mr. Moss. Do you intend to call Miss Price on direct?
No, thank you, Your Honor, sir, man.
All right, Miss Price, you're released of your subpoena, but if you want to prosecute this case, I recommend you stick around.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any other witnesses or pieces of evidence from the state in the 1 minute and 24 seconds remaining in your hour?
Oh. Yes. Yes, we will call Mr. Ackerman.
All right, come on down, Mr. Ackerman. Is the state going to ask for an extension to the standard hour?
Should we?
Just say 5 minutes.
We will request an additional 5 minutes. Possible.
Is there any objection from the Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to ask you what the basis for the 5 minutes is.
To account for the objections and lost time from the objections. Try it.
To account for the objections and the lost time from the objections, specifically the what was it, that objection that he kept doing? Leading.
Yeah.
That repeated leading objection.
You know, I'm going to take it into consideration that the great, honorable, and righteous Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of San Andreas, Killian J. Clarkson, contemplated that objections would be part of the time that it would require for these cases.
I fucked up that.
But I'm going to ask if Mr. Moss has any objections to the extension.
I do, Your Honor, man. Mr. Ackerman has no statement on the statement of facts. We don't know the level of involvement he has in this case, man. And I don't know if it warrants any additional time, man, because it doesn't sound like he is a primary involved officer here, man.
Ms. Price, can you advise the court of the necessity of this additional time?
One moment, please. I would like to confer with co-counsel.
Sure. The timer's run, by the way.
What?
The timer's on.
Very loud on my phone.
Oh shit.
It's done.
Oh.
Like our time is up. I don't care. I think
good,
we've
how
got
are
what we
you?
got. I don't know. It's up to you.
Do you have anything
Busy day at
important?
work.
I mean, the only thing he's gonna do is corroborate that I got shot in the head. I don't think he was there really for any of the statements that he made, except for maybe in the cells. But I think we beat the horse. I think we're good to. If you want to try it, go for it. But I'm fine with releasing.
Your Honor, we'll go ahead and proceed. We'll release him then.
All right, Mr. Ackerman, you can go sit back down, but we appreciate you being present in court regardless.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You know, we are trying out these new procedures as dictated by the Chief Justice. We appreciate your understanding. We hope that you can confer with your colleagues after the case to determine whether this was the best way to proceed. All right. Does that conclude the state's case in chief?
Let me just double check the evidence. B1, C, D, E, F, G.
Stat.
I was just confirming that we had submitted all evidence. I believe that is correct. We had already submitted all of our evidence.
All right. And does that mean that you rest?
Yes, Your Honor. The state would rest.
All right, Mr. Moss, it's your turn. I'm going to start my 1-hour timer for you just to keep things fair. Please give me 1 second.
The defense rests, man.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. All right. Do y'all need time to prepare for closing statements?
The defense is ready, man.
The state will request 2 minutes.
All right. Just to keep things consistent, I do this in other cases. We're going to do a 3-minute recess.
Perfect.
Quarter hour recess.
Right, perfect. Do I need to change your head anything?
No, I think we got
Give me
this
1
in the
second.
bag. Easy peasy. Yeah, man is going away for attempted second ×2. It's over.
Attempted first.
All right. Sorry. Did you have a question for me?
Oh, I was just seeing if you wanted to review my closing, if I needed to change anything after testimony.
No, I think you're good. I would just be quick with it.
All right. Yep. I'm gonna read quickly.
Quick and passion.
Quick and passionate. Got it. Quick and passionate.
Yeah, you guys are killing it. Good shit. It's what I like to see.
Sir. Kelly, don't fuck it up.
No. We got this.
I got this. How long do
Just saying,
I
if we lose, it's because you're closing statement.
Wow. Okay, you know what? You make the closing statement then.
No, I'm released. I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay.
I think we can all three of us.
Let's say we just walk out.
Fuck it. Wait, give Ackerman his time to shine, bro. He's bar certified.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Listen, I already got it read out. You want to read it? No, I'm just kidding. I got this.
Wouldn't that be great? We're calling John Ackerman after, we thought he could use some stuff.
I'm sorry. Okay,
No. It's all good. Don't worry. I was going to be here none regardless anyway. I wanted to see him go to jail for what he did to you guys.
Yeah, me too.
Considering I shot him in the side.
Good man.
That's right. Fucking tried to shoot at them. I
didn't guess there was one firearm that did not fire any bullets on that scene.
Can you fuck right off? That's not funny.
There's no way. You didn't
My
shoot?
gun no, dude, and I was the first one out of the car too.
Oh no.
My gun jammed, bro.
Oh, that it all makes sense now why I didn't hear many gunshots to the right of me. Oh,
No.
man.
None. It was bro.
That was me. I was blasting. Then he tried to run after he tried to shoot us, and then he was upset in the cells. Why'd you keep shooting me? Well, I remember
Tennessee
this.
versus fucking Garner.
Well, yeah, he said, well, I was trying to run. I said, well, even when I'm trying to run, I said, yes, especially if you stop shooting and trying to. You don't get to shoot law enforcement and then change your mind. Hell no. Tennessee versus Garner, my favorite case law.
That's right. I love it too.
Fucking love
I
it.
quote it normally.
I'm gonna lose it at her. gonna fucking lose it.
Not that bad.
What do you mean it's not that bad? You haven't fucking been here to slurp that damn Slurpee this
Oh,
entire
she just
goddamn time.
slurping? She just
She's
slurping
been
back there?
slurping the whole entire court case.
Oh, I mean,
God, why
you know, to each their own. Some people like slurping.
Wait, what kind of
that's all
Slurpee
right.
is it? What's she slurping on?
I think it's a strawberry one.
Oh, thank you.
I'm kind of hungry. Is she giving them out? She didn't give me one.
What's your? You've been
Oh my
talking
God,
about
thank
it
you.
more than I do. Oh.
Wait, I'm ready. I got this.
I have so much food and shit on me. Fuck it.
I kind of wish I had a clipboard. I didn't come prepared. I didn't bring a clipboard, so I got to use my tablet. But the screen keeps flipping upside down, so this is gonna be hard.
Yeah, you know, I got a little bit of it at the beginning, and then oh my God, I got a brain freeze. Damn, that's. Did you? I think I got an empty one. Oh God, a little bit of friend. No, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. I just gotta keep my tongue on the roof.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, court is now back in session. You may be seated. Is the state ready?
Kick some ass, kiddo.
Yes, Your Honor. The state is
All
ready.
right, you may approach the podium.
What's my time?
Well, you did go for hold on, I wrote it down.
3 minutes and 45 seconds.
That's right. That's right. And you know, the Chief Justice in his wisdom has asked us to keep opening and closing statements to a total of 15 minutes. So I believe that gives you 3 minutes and 15 seconds for your closing in order to keep it to, well, no, I'll give you another 3 minutes and 45 seconds, I suppose, in order to keep it to 7 minutes and 30 seconds of a shared 15 minutes. Although I will say, you know, if Mr. Moss wants to be generous, he did only use 1 minute on his opening, but he may have been, you know, preparing to reserve 6 minutes and 30 seconds for his closing. So you may wish to confer with him.
Mr. Moss.
I don't know how brief you plan on being, Miss Price.
Oh,
the defense reserves the right to be loquacious, Your Honor, ma'am.
All right, in that case, Miss Price, you've got 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
All right, perfect. Tell me when to go. I'm waiting for you to say go.
Go.
Your Honor, people present here today, I kindly thank you for your time and patience. The charges before the court today, aggravated attempted murder in the first degree, demands that we look at the facts. All of them. This charge requires proof of intent, planning, and willful decision to cause or attempt to cause the deaths of the victim. And that is exactly what the evidence and testimony presented today clearly demonstrates. The prosecution will concede that, yes, many times individuals fleeing law enforcement are charged with aggravated attempted murder in the second degree resulting from following shootouts, which Mr. Higgins was very happy to have pled guilty to during processing. And most of the time, that charge would be appropriate. However, in those instances, suspects are trapped in a corner. They are firing in a desperate attempt to escape. This ain't the case for Mr. Higgins. On August 19th, Mr. Higgins was not a man out of options. He did not open fire as some kind of last resort. No, sir, this man made a deliberate decision to attack. Let's set the scene. Mr. Higgins was pulled over in downtown Los Santos driving a brown LG RH6 unregistered and reported stolen. He refused multiple lawful orders to provide proper identification and to exit the vehicle. He decided to flee instead. What followed was a brief chase lasting no longer than 5 minutes. Y'all covering a very generous 9 blocks, never moving north of Swiss Street, never further south than Adam's Apple, never further east than Strawberry, and never further west than Ultra. The prosecution asserts that Mr. Higgins was not even attempting to escape, but was instead biding his time to plan his next move. Mr. Higgins then led officers into the Power Street construction yard, and then he stopped. Right then and there, with a fully functional vehicle that was observed to take minimal damage throughout the short 5-minute pursuit, with the hood popped and one headlight out, and a tank half full of gas. He ain't even trying to flee, and why not? Because this was not about running, it was not about getting away, it was about violence. He immediately stepped out of that car, not empty-handed, but with a gun already drawn. He didn't reach under the seat. He didn't reach into the glove box. That firearm was already in his hand. And what did he do? He immediately began opening fire on the patrol vehicle that had been pursuing him, aiming at the windshield directly at the officers who were still inside. Now tell me, what is it if that is not intent to kill? This ain't just trying to scare somebody off. It wasn't about injuring somebody bad enough to facilitate an escape. This was about murder. If there is any question about the lethal intent of Mr. Higgins on August 19th, I will implore you to again re-examine prosecution exhibits C8 through C11. These photos tell a very clear story. And what did Mr. Higgins do when the officers finally managed to get out of the car? He kept on shooting. Shooting to kill. And this brings me to the heart of the case. Premeditation. Mr. Higgins did not have to do what he did. His vehicle, again, was fully operational. Had nearly a half tank of gas. He was still running after the shootout. I had to turn it off. He could have kept driving. He could have ditched the car and run. He could have surrendered. He could have did any number of things. But he did not. He chose to stop, step out, and open fire. And this is a man who had murder on his mind. Let's not forget the defendant's own words during processing. Mr. Higgins corrected officers, asserting it wasn't one officer he was trying to kill, it was two. He admitted plain as day his intent was to take the lives of both officers who had been chasing him. Not one, but two. He wasn't confused, he wasn't panicked. He was targeting the very people who were pursuing him, officers who identified themselves from the very start. The officers who were illegally pursuing him in a clearly marked police car with lights and sirens. This again wasn't desperation and it wasn't chance. He had many options that day and he chose violence, a deliberate, premeditated, and targeted attempt to kill. The very definition of aggravated attempted murder in the first degree. The prosecution today respectfully asks the court to recognize the deliberate and willful nature of Mr. Higgins' actions and to find him guilty. That's all.
Well, it's pretty close. I think you're over by about a half a second, but pretty good.
As charged.
Pretty good.
That's the last 2 words. As charged. I don't know. I don't care.
Mr. Moss, I believe you got 5 minutes and 58 seconds. Oh, sorry, 6 minutes and 28 seconds.
That's cool, man. When's the timer start, man?
Please hold. Start.
Your Honor, people of the court, I want to talk about plans, man. One of the 3 prongs for premeditation is for this attempt on the life of these officers must be planned, man. This was a traffic stop in which a suspect gave a false ID. Was that part of the plan to kill, or was it simply trying to evade arrest, man? When the suspect drove off, was that part of the plan to kill, or was it trying to evade arrest, man?
Oh, we might lose
When the
this.
suspect was driving at high rates of speed, turning in narrow alleyways, was that part of the plan to kill, or was that just trying to evade arrest, man? This chase took place in 3 different neighborhoods across 9 square blocks. Was that part of the plan to kill, or was that just trying to evade arrest, man? The officers involved in the state are using the utterance of my client to try and reach the prongs of premeditation. That utterance, it gives them his intention. It may even give them the target nature. It does not give them planned, no matter how you stretch it, man. According to the statements given today in the original statement of facts, my client made several attempts to elude and evade the police. He attempted to evade the initial stop with a false ID. He attempted to elude the police several times in the pursuit, and only escaped sight for 2 to 3 seconds, and ultimately failing on all of these attempts, man. If he had planned and premeditated an attempt on the life of these officers, why would he try to escape and elude the police and state as such to them under Miranda, as mentioned in the sworn statement of facts? There is no reasonable way in which my client's actions can be seen as premeditated. Each subsequent action, man, it's clearly a here-the-moment decision with one aim purpose, man, evading the police. Panic and impulse has no time limit or time minimum, man, or time maximum, man. And a change in action is not evidence of a plan, man. The charges are attempted first-degree murder, and my client is not guilty of that. Thank you, Your Honor, man.
All right, thank you very much. The court will now be in recess to deliberate and issue its opinion. I'm hoping it will not take terribly long. I did make efforts to pair a, more expedient template for my opinion today. I'm hoping for 20 minutes tops. We'll see how it goes. If I don't get distracted, it might be faster. Court's adjourned. Court's in recess.
What do you think?
I think we got this. I think we got easy peasy.
All of it separately does not indicate premeditation, but when you put it all together, especially considering he already had a gun in his fucking hand when he got out of the car, the fully functional car.
I think it's wild. Is the best case for first right now is that officers hadn't even stepped out of their vehicle before he started shooting. You know what I mean? So instead of just running and trying to hide, which he would have had ample time to do, he immediately started shooting off, you know?
I should have said that. I should have said that.
I mean, it is what it is, you know? It's that's the best thing I can have. I didn't realize I didn't put a statement in. My God. I was still a little lonely cadet that day.
My God.
Actually, I was thinking, I think that was the day I got kidnapped, actually. So that might be why I didn't write
Hey, Raph, come here, man.
a statement on that.
I don't know why you're sitting over there, man. Is that not Raph, man?
Oh, well.
Why does that stranger look like Raph and also dressed in
so
blue, man?
silent? Why are you so silent?
He's
deliberating.
Apologies.
In his head.
Oh, you got important emails to write.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can come in.
Yeah, very, very busy.
I mean, sure. I think
cool,
you did great.
I wish I was
I
that
think you
cool.
both did great, really.
Yeah.
But, my name's Anton Beretta.
God, there's a lot of people for defense.
Yeah, nice to meet you
I
as
don't
well.
like this.
Oh, my apologies.
Oh, he's a lawyer.
Why don't we have a whole bunch
No,
of...
actually, I'm a paralegal.
We just stack the
currently,
courtroom.
but I just passed my bar exam.
Yes, let's do it.
Paralegal.
That's what I want to do. I just want to bring back every officer that
for
we
DOJ,
can, you know, one
You're
day.
the enemy, man. You're the
I
enemy.
mean,
It's
I
okay,
mean,
man.
Bring
I
the
forgive you,
entirety
man.
of the department.
I
I'm going
will
to be honest,
say
when I
on
applied,
the,
I didn't realize that
if every officer
There's all
does come
separate
instead of
entities, so-
signing an affidavit for that
Yeah.
all call we had on Friday, there'll be like, I think, 30-some officers in
Holy
here.
shit. I'm glad I wasn't on duty for that.
well, I passed my bar exam
No, I
with
was
90%.
allowed.
Does that have
I got
any
shot under the
Oh,
arm.
what's up?
Son of a
Mitch,
bitch
you're
got me in
falling
the
in
back.
Tinder.
I
Oh
don't
my
know,
God,
like,
kicking
that's
ass
my
as usual.
fighting
Well, I
sector.
don't know.
Like
We'll
90%,
see.
I'm an idiot.
Murdank is a
I
little
am
bit
going to look at my
iffy
phone real quick for a moment. Send off an email as well.
when it comes to ruling in favor of the
I
state.
think it was all really well covered. Yeah.
They had a good closing statement. But it wasn't anything separate. It was the
I
culmination
think
of
everybody did
everything.
good. It's a compelling argument.
How am I doing? I'm doing great. You see that beautiful picture in the bottom left there? That is Sunny Day Kavanaugh. Judiciary. Cricket Judiciary. She is being the Cricket Judiciary. Sunny Day Kavanaugh presiding not over this court.
He can still give contempt outside the court. He just won't.
Let's get some spirit in here.
That finger?
Dashing through the court
With a case to win
Oh.
the day.
or the stand I go, questioning
I'm Vance,
all
I'm
the
just
way
cool.
the
Ooh.
defense they will object, but I will stand
Yeah, I
my
don't trust the
ground.
enemy, you're
I'll
good.
prove defendants guilt.
Ouch, that hurts. I love court.
Evidence
You'd be right.
abound. Oh, jingle bells, justice wells, let's put
You'd be right
guns
to not trust
away.
me.
Oh, what fun it is to fight crime in court today.
I don't want people to trust me because then I have to be responsible for stuff.
The court will make them pay. Oh, what fun it is to put the crimes away. Review the documents, interviews, and the reports.
Oh, wait, that's Roy, isn't it?
All sorts. Organize exhibits, plan the
Oh, welcome back. What's up, Roy?
I'm colorblind. I
I've
would've
missed
known it.
you.
from the witness chair. Oh, jingle bells,
No, I'm not.
justice wells, let's put crooks away.
But no, good work up there, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I like to see.
It's a little bit beyond just red and green, but it's primarily.
I have comments and thoughts.
That's always a good thing.
Were you already there? What did they do to you there?
He just said
Because
it's
that
new
pursuit
Tinder.
hasn't
Phone
turned
and
into a
Tinder.
gunfight yet, has it?
Is what?
Is it the Mirage?
Oh, is there a shootout at the Mirage?
No, I don't know. I know they got a split chase right now.
Oh, well, they'll probably get shot.
No, yeah, remember the fence they throw at you when they try to get you to buckle immediately?
Oh, you got a gambling YouTube. Oh, nice.
Damn. Man, you know what I want real bad all of a sudden? I really want to roast with some, like, baked potatoes. Sounds so good right now.
I would love baked potatoes.
Baked potatoes are the best. Actually, mashed potatoes are the best if done right. Like a nice creamy mashed potato. With some, green onions.
Alright, stop making me fucking hungry.
Sorry.
Oh, I find it is to put the crumbs away.
I have to make that in the break room after this. Fuck, that sounds so good now. Damn it. Why did I say that?
The song is Bull Shark.
Oh, well that sounds fancy. I got an oldie but a goodie. Which one is it? This one.
Dashing through the streets in a car, can't afford to pay. Kelly Price is after me, I gotta get away. My hands are on the wheel, my foot is on the gas. I dip into an alley and hope that she'll drive past. Sirens, sirens, sirens after me, running from the police, trying to be free. Sirens, sirens, sirens after me.
Yeah, this son of a bitch is going down though.
He is the first of the
Oh, nice. I did some gambling when I went on my cruise and I
Damn.
lost a lot of money.
You hear that right now, Flips? Oh.
You could. I got full of time.
You can make him
Hey,
funny
listen,
over there.
I know I'm
All power
part
to
of the
you.
enemy, right? You guys got any tanks though?
Yeah, I got some.
What's going on over there?
Yeah, talking about Archibald.
It's okay, man. We still
Said his
forgive you,
name's
man.
Bald.
Oh.
Wow. What I was thinking. Too bad for them when that judge comes out and
Oh, I ain't
gives
got
them
no
a sentence
disposable
of
income.
first-degree
I'm
murder
broke as fuck.
×2.
My count
They
is
ain't gonna
as
be
negatives
laughing.
right now.
I'm gonna. There's two of them, so they're in a bag. Right now.
Thank you so much.
No, you're good. You're good.
You want some? Yeah, I've heard you say that before.
Hope my boys will rescue me.
Is that Dale?
They helped me to my feet. Kelly Price
Must
can
be.
process me. I think it's time to win.
I can't wait to see the sweet long arm of justice being handed out today for this murderer. Or attempted murderer, at least. Terrifying scene to roll up on with you guys. Can't believe he started shooting as soon as he stepped out of the goddamn vehicle.
Charge stacking on me. Evading regret, plus evading speed.
Yeah,
Why would there be an attempted manslaughter charge?
That's people.
Fuck.
It is what it is.
I'm gonna step outside real quick.
The slaughter of a
He's gonna
man.
miss. He's gonna miss the
No, how dare he?
I know, it's very upsetting.
So, how do you guys think you did?
Pretty decent.
Above average.
I think it was pretty good. There's a lot of evidence. I heard kind of like the gist of it from the judge that was listening in while I was taking my test.
Okay.
Passed my bar exam, so I'm going to be a prosecutor.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
We could use some more prosecutors. Seem.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one of my favorite officers over there.
But yeah, I don't know. I was just I wanted to say good job, both you guys. If you guys didn't hear me earlier, but
I do.
Oh, thank you.
There's a couple other ones I like. I'm
Oh yeah, appreciate it.
I just want to apologize firsthand, Kelly. Your car is fucked up.
What'd you do to my car?
I didn't do anything.
What happened
I don't
to
know if I mean, the recent 911 call we got in is a good indicator of what someone did to your vehicle. They don't like
Yeah, so do
Chief
I.
Lee, apparently, so they beat the shit out of your car.
I don't do anything
Bad or
professionally,
something?
technically. So.
I'm not sure. All
Well,
the
why
windows
would
are
they beat
smashed
the
out.
shit out of my car? It don't say 101 on it.
I don't know. Apparently, LSPD,
Fuck
I guess.
them.
I don't know. Hey, yeah, they didn't
I'm
touch
gonna-
the deputy vehicle, so.
What? Can I reply to that 911?
Yes, you can.
Oh, it's anonymous.
well, I'm excited to be working.
You
on
actually
it,
could.
so-
You could return it though. I think it's got an ID collar on it at least.
I'll just be like, I know they'd probably be unprofessional. Fuck you. Fuck them.
It's true. It's true.
Well, I'm
I
excited to be
change
working
this.
alongside all of you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we don't
They
work for the
didn't
Department of
take
Justice.
my gun from me.
Well, I know, but like sometimes I'll, be dealing with you guys in
Yes,
cells.
hopefully you'll call us,
Absolutely.
get
Please do call.
information, communicate.
For
things of
sure.
that
Yeah, no,
nature.
I want all the information.
Be very big communicative, please. That's all I beg.
Yeah,
and,
I'd be
and if you
talking all the
think,
time.
if
I'm
you think
talking right
there's
now.
You know what didn't get
I
if there's
actually been
evidence
working.
missing, please just say something.
I've been
Okay, yeah.
working on something
I don't know why that
from
didn't
law
get taken.
enforcement perspective to kind of be a liaison for the Department of Justice
My
in case
mask?
officers have
Yeah, that'd be
questions
nice.
about witness,
I don't
how to
ever
be
wear
a
one,
witness,
so
and just basic,
I'm not a little bitch.
Right.
things, legal proceedings for law
Yeah,
enforcement.
because you're a little bitch.
Yeah, you need to try and make sure none
No,
of your
you look like
officers
a
end up
fucking
on the Brady
mechanic.
list type stuff. You know what I mean?
On
That's
a who
right.
what?
The Brady list.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Listen, I say just give them all the fucking evidence. Anything you can think of, just give them a picture of it. Let them go through and figure out what you're going to use to prosecute.
That's right.
Right. The more evidence you have, the stronger your case is. Hard
I have a
evidence.
few
Just
when I
because
wanna
it's
commit
listed as
political
evidence don't mean
violence.
you got to use it.
Like beat up
I don't
Tommy.
got to reference every piece of evidence I put up there on the docket.
Unless it's crucial.
Yeah, you've
to
got
the,
all these.
Yeah, I mean, as long as
wanna
it's
hear
on
by
the
the end of this
docket,
term
I ain't got to
what
bring it up.
legislator has
Right,
had
right.
the most violent acts committed upon them.
Well, Brady says is I got to make sure
It's
the defense
almost
got it too.
certainly you. I don't.
Well,
It doesn't need to be a
you have to
poll,
make
it
sure
needs
that
to
if
be
it's
like
crucial
a,
to the defense's
at least
case,
self-reported.
then yeah,
Well, if
they
it's
would need it.
detrimental to my case, then I guess I probably should change
I
my
suspect
case.
Yuri probably is the least, or maybe Maxine.
I don't know.
You're definitely the most.
Pew pew.
Oh,
What's
boy.
up? Oh my God! It's a blast from the past.
How long do you think these
That's
things
when you
usually
change,
take
tell
for
me.
deliberations?
Well, he said 20 minutes or shorter. He would
Oh,
try,
okay.
try and do it. So.
I
don't
just
know how
didn't
long
know
That's
it's
where I
if
saw another
for.
guy on duty a second
he
ago.
didn't say anything. I didn't hear
I
it.
know.
I didn't even know Gray was down right now. What about visiting? I wonder if I still have my Nissan Sunday.
Sometimes my ears don't work so good.
Or my, I don't know. I think I had a Ferrari or some shit. I don't know.
Might need to see a doctor. I don't know.
What do you need a doctor for?
My ears. Sometimes I have like temporary hearing loss.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I had
Only
hearing
short
loss
term.
in the cells. I had hearing loss when I first got here. It's very annoying. I'll just leave ringing in my ears like I can't hear nothing but that. It's really
Right.
fucked up.
Maybe it's like something they do on the plane rides or something. I don't know.
It's a good
Just
question.
squeeze by you.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Hey, I appreciate meeting you all. What did you say names was? My name is Anton Beretta. A paralegal.
You know what I would say? Completely unrelated. Even if he was trying to get away, you can still premeditate murder in your attempt to get away. Premeditation, you don't have to like have a plan read out. You don't have to assert on Twitter, I'm planning on killing these officers. You don't have to do any of that.
Right.
Premeditation can occur in a matter of seconds, and I would
I don't know
say
about
I
you
understand.
that the fact that
but
he
I think
got
it
out
should
of the
be
car,
illegal
the
for
fully
somebody to open a
functional
business
operational car, in
and
the
not fucking
construction yard
have
with a
anything for
gun
sale.
already in his hand and immediately started opening fire on the officers. They were still in the fucking vehicle. Clearly shows premeditation.
Right. No, I think it's a good
Then, like,
case.
keep Alyosha,
I think we're
very
gonna
nice
win.
lady.
I think
have
we've
no
got
problem
enough
with her,
evidence
but
to support that he
she keeps fucking
was
posting, guys,
intending to
coming
shoot us.
soon, coming soon. It's just how it's been a month or two.
Like literally, it's like when because I was right behind
No,
you
I'm
guys
not
when we
either.
pulled
I'm
in
sure
there,
they are, but stop
and like
opening
I pulled off
that.
to the left because it looked like he was stopping. I'm like, that's
God,
weird,
the
and then he literally
stranger-
came out
Stranger
shooting.
danger.
Like I didn't even have my seatbelt off before I
Oh,
fucking like you guys got shot at and hit.
Yeah.
Like, and then I like, I mean, if you look at it in that perspective, it's like he had the opportunity to run.
He didn't even
continue
try
to
to
drive.
run. He just got out of the car and started blasting.
Yeah, he was ready to blast. He was not playing the other game, that's for sure. I mean, like, because he could have kept running with that gun in hand, you know? Like, I mean, it is what it is. It's not
Right.
like technically we weren't chasing a felon. You know what I mean?
No.
At the time, but we wouldn't be able to use Tennessee versus Garner in that situation.
I could if I told him to put the fucking gun away.
That's true, yeah.
A couple times and he didn't do it. I'd definitely shoot him, especially if I could articulate he was moving towards a crowd of people.
That is true. You know, I will say though, definitely what he did, absolutely first degree. You know, it's like got out of the vehicle and pointed immediately at you guys and started shooting you guys. Like, no chance. We didn't have a chance.
And it was only a 9-block radius.
Mm-hmm.
Like he
It's a
didn't
very
actually
generous
try
9
to
blocks
actually
because he
get
never
away.
went all the way to Alta Street from Swiss, because Swiss stops at Power Street, so it was more like 8 blocks.
Even still, even if it was 9 blocks, that's still not a very big like radius. You know what I mean?
And the fact that he waited there, he was just chilling.
Right.
He was like, oh, here
Yeah,
they
something
are.
stinks about that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like he had the opportunity because none of us were out of our vehicles. He was out of his vehicle first.
Right.
And within a second and a half of him stepping out of that vehicle, he started shooting. Like there was no contemplation on what he was gonna do. You know what I mean?
Oh, he contemplated all the way to that location.
Oh, exactly, right. Like there was no contemplation
So
in
this
that.
is to find out if this guy gets killed or not?
Stepping out, whether he's going to run or not. That he had decided what he was going to do.
No, there was no attempt to run at that point. He didn't even
he
try to
was-
go anywhere.
I mean,
it was like, well, let's
he
go.
did afterwards, but he didn't realize that you know when you fuck around, you find
He's
out.
got balls of steel. He's not
Yeah,
worried.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm
he's
especially
gonna
going to
die.
shoot you if you shot at me and then try to run away. I ain't above shooting you in the back. Fuck that. You could be going for a better cover. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my god, that's like
I can talk to you guys about a case, can't I?
as long as it's
Yeah. Oh
as
my
long as
God.
it's not,
Listen, the Department of Justice
against
here
us, I
could
believe.
use
Told you he
Roy
wasn't
D.
screwed.
Mercer, okay?
Well, it's not against
This
you. It's a
Department of
criminal,
Justice is struggling.
criminal case.
I think it's okay. I don't know. I don't know the internal workings of the DOJ on that.
Right.
What's
Well,
going
I'm
on?
pretty sure I can talk to anybody about anything unless it's in the MDT. That
What do you
what's
mean?
it called? The Venetian shooting? That was crazy.
Fuck. Yeah, I was on that
You
one.
on
Do
that?
you see the charges on that?
Yeah, 22 attempted first.
For each person? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, no, that was a fucking.
I got told that was
wild
part of the
thing.
new Crime Crisis Act or
Well,
whatever.
it's not that
Yeah.
new, but pretty
Oh
much.
well.
No, that was a
Relatively
big
new.
one. It was wild. I
That
mean,
is
I took a
huge. That's
fucking shot to
crazy.
the back left arm under my
Oh,
armpit.
damn. On that
God,
one?
are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. It
Oh.
only grazed me. Thankfully, it didn't take out the fucking artery. That was my biggest concern. Though to be fair, I didn't even realize I got shot till I got to the hospital. Julie Lee fucking saw me kind of like tripping over myself and asked me what the fuck was going on, and then she took a look at me and found a fucking graze. So that was fun.
Damn.
Where my
It's crazy,
fucking
man.
phone at?
Yeah, it was a wild day.
You know, these stories, it kind of makes me
I just saw
like
him behind us a minute ago.
miss being back in PD, back in the Bitty City. But I don't know. I feel like being back on this side.
All right,
side of
court's
the
now
fence
back in
is-
session.
Oh.
You may be seated.
Alexa, call Mel.
I appreciate everyone's patience as I deliberated about this very important case. I
Mel's
hope everyone
phone.
can appreciate the gravity of the charges that are before the court today and the importance of deeply considering the testimony and evidence presented. I've taken my time to write a ruling that I think reflects the importance
Alexa, end
of
the
the
call.
charges before the court and hopefully addresses many of the concerns presented by all the parties. So here we go. The court has heard evidence, testimony, and arguments in today's trial of Trey Higgins. The court has reviewed all submitted materials. Mr. Higgins is charged today with the charges of 2 times aggravated attempted first-degree murder. The undisputed facts of this case are as follows. Trey Higgins was involved in a traffic stop with officers after driving approximately 90 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour speed limit zone. While he initially pulled over to speak with Trooper Archibald, Mr. Higgins then presented a fake name and began to drive away, beginning a pursuit. That pursuit lasted approximately 5 minutes, after which time Mr. Higgins pulled into the construction site near Alta Street. As officers approached, Mr. Higgins exited his vehicle with a gun in hand and opened fire upon them. Before and after he was Mirandized, Mr. Higgins stated that he had attempted to kill 2 officers. By contrast, it is disputed whether Mr. Higgins had a premeditated intent to kill of the first degree. That is to say, whether his intent was deliberate, planned, and targeted. The statement of facts submitted by officers asserted that Mr. Higgins stated he had purposefully shot to kill 2 members of law enforcement because he wanted to get away, but it was disputed in court today what Mr. Higgins' exact words were, and no officer who testified was able to state what he had said with certainty word for word. The witnesses agreed that Mr. Higgins had admitted to his efforts to attempt to kill them, but could not explain his motivation in terms of the words that he had stated. The state asserts that Mr. Higgins is guilty of premeditated attempted murder because he had a half tank of gas left, because the chase only lasted for 5 minutes in a relatively small general area, and because Mr. Higgins had a gun in his hand and shot quickly after exiting his vehicle. In the words of the state, Mr. Higgins, quote, was not a man out of options. The defense, meanwhile, is staunch in its assertion that the state has not met its evidentiary burden. They questioned officers about whether a fleeing suspect is compelled to remain in a pursuit until their vehicle is out of gas or unusable, about whether sight was ever broken between officers and Mr. Higgins, and about Mr. Higgins' conduct during the chase, including and especially his efforts to flee at high rates of speed and to turn through various alleys.
Oh, yeah, Nintendo.
This case presents the court with a close question about the definitions of intent and premeditation. Did Mr. Higgins intend to shoot officers? Certainly. This fact is not in dispute. Mr. Higgins would certainly be guilty if charged with 2 counts of aggravated attempted second-degree murder. But the court cannot hold that a defendant is guilty of attempted first-degree murder, that they had made a deliberate, planned, and targeted effort, merely because they are not, in the words of the state, quote, out of options. The state is charged with enforcing the charges as written, and the legislature has the court is charged with enforcing the charges as written, and the legislature has presented this court with a clearly established minimum threshold to determine guilt. The court finds that the state's presentation of Mr. Higgins' culpability is beyond what the legislature contemplated. A first-degree offense cannot be defined as any occurrence beyond an individual being run out of choices, whether by their conduct or that of others. Specifically, the court further finds that a conviction on the offense of attempted first-degree murder requires the state to establish each element of the alleged conduct being deliberate, planned, and targeted beyond a reasonable doubt. What the legislature contemplates, the court is commanded to uphold. The court finds that reasonable doubt exists about whether Mr. Higgins planned and targeted the attempted murder of Corporal Price and Trooper Archibald. For the reasons given, the court issues the following verdict. On count 1 of aggravated attempted first-degree murder, the court finds the defendant not guilty. On count 2 of aggravated attempted first-degree murder, the court finds the defendant not guilty. Mr. Higgins is free to go pending processing, and court is adjourned.
Damn. Shit.
Are there any post-trial motions?
Is Mr. Higgins entitled to compensation under Justice for All of the Speedy Trial Act, Your Honor, man?
I believe we'd have to review the record, but you're certainly welcome to submit for it.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
I think from the state.
Let this stand. No, Your Honor, nothing from the state.
All right, court is actually adjourned now.
That was a good run. We'll get it next time.
Fucking kidding me? How is that not premeditation? Premeditation does not need to be assorted hours and days in advance.
Yeah,
Thank you so
I think
much.
it's because it's just like a slight amount
Alright,
of
man.
reasonable doubt.
How could you go?
Don't forget to
Got a
There's
little
no
bit.
reasonable
That's a
doubt.
man.
Oh no,
He got
definitely
out
not.
of the
Not with
car.
statement, yeah.
The fully functional car with a
That's
gun
right.
in his hand. He did
Third
not
man's
try to
trying.
run.
I know.
He didn't try to go anywhere. He stayed there to shoot.
Yeah.
Mr.
Dang. No, well,
Higgins,
like I
you
said,
didn't,
well, we'll get him next time.
Get any bail, did you?
Nope. I went for the 9s.
I was just gonna phone call him. Ackerman.
Right.
But Your Honor, how do I get money for my time in prison?
If you need anything, I'll be around. Just let me know.
Jeez.
Your Honor.
You can review that later.
Oh, how do I do that?
We can review that with you. Basically, we'll go through it with you at a later date.
I'm
Later.
very
That's all right
upset.
with you.
Can't believe we lost.
Right,
I'm
thanks.
so upset by this.
Alright, I guess we're out of here then.
Moss did have some good arguments, but
Tommy.
What?
come with me.
I'm waiting. Oh,
Oh, you waiting on something? Oh no, if you want to wait, that's fine.
I was gonna see if I don't know if we have any CCTV cameras
wait
out
with
front of the
you.
courthouse, but might be an idea to try and get the warrant. Maybe find someone who's doing it. I was gonna say the only concern I had was with the ending of that one because I don't know if there's like a threat out for Julie's life at this point, but.
Wait, is my car
Okay.
secured as evidence?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I'm gonna jump over this thing.
I could definitely give you a statement. I mean, to be fair, all I know is what you're probably gonna know is just the vehicle's
Told
smashed
you!
to hell. So.
But you don't listen.
Who was it?
Told you.
Not yet, just because we were in court, so I didn't want to step away for too long.
Oh, he's going back to prison.
But I can come outside.
I don't know who that is.
Well, I'm probably gonna need a ride back to
I don't
the
know who
police
Laval
station.
is.
Wait, so are you?
Yeah.
Well, maybe my car's still out
But
there.
pardon, say
It
that
might
again?
be okay.
Oh no, yeah, we knew that. He's waiting for a buddy. That's all.
I knew it would be difficult with Mr. Winstonworth as the counsel.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
his
car's fine.
beneficiary.
It's just smoking.
Oh, that's pretty normal. That's pretty typical.
Karina is on her way to.
Have a good one, y'all. Don't hit my
document
bike,
it. Yeah,
man.
that thing. Jesus Christ, they fucked that thing up.
The hell?
Holy.
It's not even her car.
Or way down to document this. Jesus, holy fuck, this is worse. I didn't get.
Listen, I got places to be. Thank God it's just a department car. It ain't even mine.
Yeah, thank God it's fleet. Yeah, gee.
Ha! Not guilty. Ha! Which car?
Enjoy your trip to prison, sir.
I'm leaving prison, okay?
You look like you're on the
You
way to
enjoy
me.
unlawfully charging people illegally.
Illegally, jeez.
Which one?
My God. Yeah, no, what the hell, though?
I don't know. You just said any. This was the
Is
closest.
there any cameras? I was hoping there'd be some cameras, but I'm not seeing any.
If you guys want to get going, you guys are
Go
welcome
play
to.
the car?
Damn, what happened to y'all?
Oh, you know, just some disgruntled individuals that hate Chief Lee for some reason.
If you guys want to get going, I'll catch up in a minute.
And don't worry, I'll keep you safe. Don't worry.
Woo, freedom! Woo, freedom! Woo!
Enjoy your trip
Just
to
a
prison.
man in the car on the way to prison. What a dumbass.
Yeah, I love it. It's fine. We'll get him next time. That's not great.
Why is there no cameras in front of a courthouse?
What's what I'm wondering? There might be some hidden ones we don't know about, you know? Though it is a pretty old building, so it would make sense, you know?
Oh, no, there wasn't a camera. I thought that was a camera. It's not.
Is there any across the street,
Well,
maybe?
Better luck next time, right?
That was bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
It is what it is, you know? Can't win them all.
Yeah, fair enough.
Even though we try our best, you know, the proof of evidence needs to be, or burden of evidence needs to be as best we can. That is a nice bicycle, by the way.
Thanks, man. It's electric, man.
Oh.
Alrighty. Y'all take care. I gotta go back to the city hall.
Gotcha, yeah, stay safe.
Alright,
I heard
yeah.
that DOJ member was kidnapped earlier, so.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yes,
yeah,
make sure you stay
I'll
safe,
try and
right?
do that. I gotta go. I'll be okay.
Are you alright?
More than one.
Alright, y'all take care.
Take care. Jesus Christ, though. My God.
Why that logo just driving into the wall there?
Yeah, you know, they're on something recently. I don't know how to explain it. They're just being real dumb. But how you been, Antone?
I can't complain. You know, doing court cases here and there.
Hey, well, that's that's what you got to do sometimes, right?
Wait, is Thorn like definitely coming to here?
Yes, but I think something has happened at the garage now.
Like I feel like I'm stuck here.
I know. Well, here I can give you keys to my car,
I don't want keys to your car.
or you can take it back up there at
I'm gonna
least.
get yelled at. No, I can't move it from the
I know
location
you
of the
can't.
crime.
I know you can't move yours, but I was gonna say you could just take mine up to VPD if you guys need to be somewhere. I can wait here for Karina, and she can take me back up.
I ain't seen Miss Thornton. Man, I need to look at my phone for a minute too.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, I gotta head back to the prison. You guys
Yeah,
have a good
drive
one.
safe. Take care. This is just wild, though. My God. And she is right there.
Error.
It's wild, though. Who'd hate Chief Lee? She's so nice.
There was a lot of graffiti at the station too, with pretty much the same thing.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
I gotta love to see it. Jeez.
Hi, John. Bye, John. Oh.
Hi, Tommy. Hi, Tommy.
Hello.
Hi. Did you see where Vance went, John?
Vance? I did not, actually.
I think he's in the parking lot.
I think
So,
you're
I
correct.
need to stop asking him to watch me when I start thinking, because every time I come back, he's gone.
Jesus.
Listen,
That's not
one
great.
time I asked him to watch over me while I really looked at my tablet, and when I stopped looking at my tablet, I was in the woods behind a barn.
That's not great.
Yeah. But you guys have a good one. Be safe.
Yeah, you too.
No, this is a wild situation, though. Some people just want to see the world burn, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad nothing's happened to the chief so far, at least.
Yeah, same
I mean,
here.
I'll be honest with you, investigating at least, it should hopefully help us get a suspect before something happens.
Yeah, I already suspect one individual already. Just gonna document this and swab it as well.
Yeah, of course, no worries. Yeah, I was gonna say I would. I got all dressed up for court. I forgot my gloves up at the station, so I didn't want to touch anything.
Yeah.
I can't believe somebody would do this to my car.
I'm sorry, Kelly.
Very hurtful.
This is a wild situation.
What's even going on?
Hmm?
What's even going on?
Oh, not much. The mirage is over, so.
Oh. Why play
What
behind
the
chief?
fuck?
What do you mean, what the fuck?
Look at the most recent 911. What the fuck?
We can come talk to me. I got an answer for him.
Yeah, that man is a menace.
A menace who attempted to murder 2 officers with premeditation.
Well, exactly, man. Here's my thing, right? There was definitely enough proof to prove that it was premeditated. And I don't know. You know, it's not my job to decide, what the judge decides. My job is just to enforce the laws and allow the judiciary to do theirs. I mean, to be fair, though, you guys did pretty darn good, so.
Yeah.
He just ran a red light. I'm so tempted to go get my car and.
Was your car locked this entire time, Kelly?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
You want it unlocked?
No. Interesting. Okay. I've done all I needed to do here in regards to this.
Guess we'll just call Public Works.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's alright, I like walking. It's good exercise. Public Works around. GA7TY.
Everything good?
Hello there, sir. How you doing?
I'm okay. What's up? Well, what now?
Oh, this vehicle isn't registered. You're not gonna be able to drive it anymore.
You sure about that?
Oh, you got a rental? Oh my god.
I'm not a criminal. I don't do things intentionally. Or premeditated.
Yes, you do, sir.
No, I do not. I've been found not guilty. Also, I have a weapon license.
Who is that guy?
Well, this Mr. Trey Higgins, he's going to be the individual who, with premeditation, attempted to murder myself and Trooper Archibald.
Okay. I have,
Public Works, come in.
Oh, I haven't.
I'll call
I haven't called them yet. Sorry, I
I'd like
was
to file a complaint
organizing
against
my
Kelly.
evidence. If you want to file a complaint, go to the
She
station.
accused me of allegedly joyriding and stealing this vehicle without asking me if I had rental papers or anything.
I would recommend you go to the station if you want to file a complaint. Okay, just gonna throw you on one request for a supervisor, and they can get you sorted out. Okay.
Fantastic! I will go there right now. Not guilty.
Oh, there's no Public Works employees on duty. Did you already thoroughly documented it?
Yeah, I've already documented it.
Damn, what a sad situation.
There we go. Need a impound on a, thanks. Well, there you go.
Yeah, that is the day. Yeah, them Higgins are quite interesting folk, I'll tell you that much. You know, I meet one for the first time, and now they're on, like, yeah, I'm on every single goddamn court case of theirs.
Wait, there's more.
I believe there's two, yeah. Yeah, there
Which
is
ones
two.
is that?
So we had Trey Higgins, and then the state versus. What one
How
was
does
it? I
Trey
believe it
Higgins
was.
have another case? He was literally in prison until
No,
now.
sorry, it wasn't Trey Higgins. My apologies. No, it was Jimmy McPhillips I was thinking of. Never mind. Never mind.
What the?
Okay, alright. My evidence is organized. I just need to submit a lot of shit to MCD now. Okay. I live here.
I was looking for cameras, but I'm not seeing any on the building, so.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yep. Alright. Well, thank you so much, all of you. I'm gonna make a phone call and hopefully get a bigger picture of this, a better picture. Oh, you don't have to salute. Oh my, please don't salute me. Oh my goodness. Hi. So, are you busy?
Fantastic stuff. Well, do you guys need to ride back to the station?
Yes, please.
Yeah, that
Alright.
would be ideal, yeah. Or I could walk, either way.
Yeah, I will not make you guys walk. I'm not that mean.
Shotgun.
You're so lucky you got in that car. I was getting ready to tackle you.
Oh, shit, someone did bust my fucking window. God damn it. 518 plus 276 VPD.
Alright, let's find a good one. I don't know.
But no, you guys fucking killed it on the court, like, you know, that way. So, you know, I don't think you guys lost because of your what's the word? Your handling of the court case itself. So.
Eh. I feel like that judge would have been difficult to please.
You were not wrong. It's alright though, like I say, you know, all we do is place the charges and you know, if they don't get found guilty, they don't get found guilty. Unfortunately, it is the way it goes.
Was 100,000% the appropriate charge.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I don't use my Lamborghinis. I actually was one. I think it's time for me to go to sleep.
Fair enough. It's been a big day. That was quite a long court case. Though it was pretty fast. So.
Thank you for the ride.
Yeah,
no worries. Stay safe, you guys. Great court case.
Give it
Had a lot of
average
fun.
night. Oh my god, thank you for the follower. Dante X saying 1990. My heart is happy. I'm getting ready to go. I'll be up at the ass crack in the morning and I need to play some Fortnite.
Illegal parkers go insane. Kelly's there to write it down. Protecting this quiet town. Jaywalkers on your stroll.
Let's find somebody to raid. I just need to find my windows.
Patrolling the streets like the sky. Gateway crimes bring in the blues. Small town hustle making news.
Who's stripping?
For the peace, she won't stop till those crimes cease.
Ruby Martinez.
Crimes bring in the blues. Small town hustle making news. Kelly's fighting for the peace. She won't stop till those crimes cease.
Animosity. Well, let's try. Raiden. Well, we're gonna try. Oh, well, let's go raiding. Raiding this person. Have an above average night. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the followers and the subs, these resubs. These make my heart happy. Have an above average night. Have a sunny day. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh, how come it's not raiding? What's it doing? What? I feel like a... Well, can I not raid this person? The fuck? We're gonna try one more time. Well, listen, if it doesn't work, we're not going. Raiden. The hell? I don't know. I don't know why it's not raiding. Oh, I'm already raiding apparently. Oh, well, fuck me. It's so not working. Raid. It says error. Fuck off. Fuck it. Go watch that channel. It's in the Hazroot. I'm going to sleep. I give up.